Mork Borg!
The perfect intro. Just bring the energy right away.
Yes,
hello everyone.
Heckin' sight.
Welcome to Mork Borg, actually, or something.
Mork Borg! Okay, I'm done. All right.
We're doing a quick one-shot for this Tuesday. It is called the Sepulchre of the Swamp Witch, which is another pronunciation exercise I did.
I thought it was the Sepulchre.
Sepulchre, yeah.
The Sepulchre? I don't know.
The Sepulchre.
What a Sepulchre you have. Wow.
That was real
Thanks,
simple.
it's fresh. No, I don't like anything we're doing.
We're the casual ones. We do lots of role-playing games and systems. On Tuesdays, we do our little side quests like this, where we just do little adventures into places like Mork Borg or Through the Breach or Monster of the Week and other stuff. On Thursdays, we do D&D. Our usual time is 7 p.m. Eastern. Upcoming Sunday, the 5th, we're going to be doing a extra long, extra life stream where we're going to do a return to our campaign 1 characters for D&D. Adun and Alton and Peyton, Ben, Kamari, or Mist. We'll see.
I think it's Ben.
Yeah. We'll be taking on a new adventure. What has happened? I believe 1 year, right, is where we're picking up. One year after the events
later
of campaign 1. And we'll be doing this from time to time as our extra life streams. We'll be returning to Stalemates and seeing the little hijinks and adventures I get into. For now, we are going to be doing some Mork Borg, Sepulchre of the Swamp Witch. If you've never played Mork Borg, it is a very light rules, heavy everything else is their tagline. And we've done a little series on this before, a three-part delve into the companion dungeon that's in the rulebook called Raw Black Sludge. And now we're doing one of their extra adventures available for free on their the Mork Borg website. In the content section, they've got a whole bunch of adventures and classes and stuff. We're just going to run through one of those today. So, without anything else, let's get to it. We see a party of 3. They reside east of Lake Onda in the slithering swamp. The swamp holds a sepulchre, in which the Swamp Witch's ancient altar is known to be. Something covered in dead roots and lost symbols. They say if certain forbidden words are chanted at it, any wish is fulfilled. Even stopping the approaching doom is not outside the powers of the Swamp Witch's altar. Tatters stumbled upon these forbidden words, these long-forgotten words, on the murdered body of a king's messenger.
I didn't do it.
For him, these long and forgotten words rung out on the page, reading symbols and meanings into his mind, whereas others that he's presented the words to have meant nothing. Along his ventures, he's come across Heru, a fanged deserter as far as classes go, who has heard of this legend of the forgotten words spoken and believes that Tatters is chosen to make this wish. They trudged across the land in search of the sepulchre itself, and after a grueling set of weeks or months, they come across Vigal, who is one who roams the land and has information on the whereabouts of where this altar may lie, and has led them near the sepulchre itself. It is a pale dawn. The last embers of a fire are burning out, and we see you in a swampy region with the sepulchre in the mere distance a few hundred feet away. What do we see? What do you guys do?
So I'll start us off. So Vigal is a older gentleman. You see he has like a very scraggly, like grayed beard, kind of unkempt, wild gray hair that goes probably just over his ears. He's wearing some pretty disheveled robes. You can tell that like washing, cleaning, things like that, those aren't something he really cares for too much. Sometimes he'll lay down in a river when needed, but other than that, it's it's very au naturel. And he's just sitting kind of laid back near the fire, just looking up at the stars. He prefers sleeping without a roof over his head. So,
Okay. And beside him, we have Tatters.
Look, so Tatters is similarly clothed, although much dirtier overall. His clothes are like mottled brown and gray, but that's probably not what the clothes originally looked like. It's just so much dirt and mud and other things caked all over him. His skin may as well be the same color. All that you can really see on him is like the whites of his eyes and the yellow of his teeth and the like weird pasty gray of his tongue. He's not really well fed, and he's looking over. He's sort of younger, like probably in his mid-20s, but he's looking over at Haru like, I'm just saying, like the swamp's not so bad. You know, it's got all the water you need to drink. You know, it's got all the mud you need to stay warm. And arguably, it smells a lot better than Grift.
Haru is got like an iron skull cap on and very dulled plate mail. So it's pretty dinged up, but it's gone through a lot of use. And he's got like a big mastiff just to his right.
Nice.
And he just like hears Tatters talking about the swamp and just smiles a very toothy grin. Swamps are okay.
Mm-hmm. And we've been traveling together for weeks, and I still like the Mastiff still makes Tatters nervous.
If you pay closer attention to the Mastiff, kind of like he's slower at walking. It's he runs out of breath a lot faster than like a young dog would. But you know, he's still pushing through, forcing the effort. You know,
He's trusty.
the gray around the muzzle.
Trusty, musty, and a little rusty. All right.
So this is the party we see, and there's a Sepulchre beyond.
You're not messing with me, are you, old man? This is the right place, right?
oh, it's the right place. Yes. Ah, yes. Can you smell it?
Yeah, it's like
The
fresh out here.
Sepulchre is so close. It's just within our grasp.
Right.
We will arrive.
It smells
We
like a
will
swamp.
but the stone and the stars. Oh yes, the star. It's nice.
Or,
Sorry, what did you say?
we're going to the right place, right? We're going to this
Due east.
due east. I don't want to go where it's dewiest. I want to go to this stupid swamp
We're
witch
in a
house.
swamp. It's gonna be dewy. Ready for
Everything's wet.
it. Oh yes.
Not everything. Bone dry. Oh, that's perfect.
I do want to point out that you do see that if the ground we're on right now isn't like very dry, then Vigal would absolutely. He has a small wagon that he brings along that has the entirety of his belongings.
Okay.
He would just be like laying down on that
At the moment, yeah.
on his stuff.
This bougie old man, too good to lay on the wet ground. I'm like curled up like a dog, just with my cloak around me, staying warm. We should get moving. I want to go get my wish.
Have you thought about what like great thing you're gonna wish for?
I've got a couple ideas, but I'm still kind of working out the details. I want to make sure that none of this monkey paw stuff. I want to get exactly what I want.
Oh, to
Monkey
be young
paw?
again.
Yeah,
And have-
they're delicious.
What? What?
I've never had monkey before.
Oh. Oh. Not the monkeys.
It's just they float by sometimes.
What?
It
Float?
don't worry about it.
Is it a bird?
It may have once been a bird. I think I've heard about them flying, but no, they're normally floating by face down. And if you get to them quick, you can usually eat the exposed side. The side that's been sitting in the water, you don't want that.
Oh, you mean floating in water?
Yeah. But it's not like some kind of sky jellyfish. It's a monkey.
What? Jellyfish? Oh, we were talking about monkey birds.
Uneducated. He said 3-syllably.
Yeah, so you guys are wrapping up your camp, putting out the last of the flames. Vigal is pulling without incredible luck a wagon over muck and grime and stone, clacking your way towards the Sepulchre itself, surrounded in mist and mystery. But as you trudge forward, you eventually find a muck-covered staircase down and toward a dark, cavernous-like entrance.
Does anybody have a torch?
Yeah, I just like reach into my sack and pull out an oil lamp. It's shockingly new and in like great condition. Like it's pristine.
Okay,
Yeah, I got us covered.
nice.
Okay.
Okay, so you descend into the Sepulchre itself. Allow me to hopefully reveal the map in a correct state for you.
I'll close my eyes until you tell me.
Shoulder rooms. Don't fuck it up.
Let's see. All right, I reset it. Okay, so
Nice.
if you'll see in the share, we have a blank space. And you are now seeing a very small entrance at the bottom. And as you step downward, the mucky steps, what you see is a large expanse of a cavernous type room, definitely not carved or created by man, but by nature. And inside you see, as you're stepping down for your first step in towards the final few steps of this place, your feet hit water and you see shimmering out a green, murky, slightly algae-toted pool extending from wall to wall. You can see a few steps lower, and you know that this water will be approximately waist high. At the opposite end, you see a large stone door and the shivering figure of dark roots at the far wall.
Yeah, just like home.
You live in a swamp?
No, mostly in tunnels and sewers, and this is not much different. The smell could use some work. It's not as bad. Corpses, they leave a weird smell.
Want it to be
Anyway,
worse?
and I want to take a look and see if like I can see any. I'm used to seeing floating bodies drifting by, and the fact that I don't immediately see any puts me at unease.
Yeah.
So I want to check for any like sort of like detritus or anything like that that's in the water between me and the door.
Sure. Roll a presence check for me. This will be a DR8 to inspect the room. So just
Alright.
a D20 plus your presence. First
Don't
roll.
Fuck it up.
And naturally, I can't throw
Nice.
it way
Well,
off into the distance. Let's fuck it up.
That's the classic.
There we go. That was a 4.
Okay. You don't find any bodies in here.
Yes,
It's
nobody's been here.
surprisingly almost fresh and clean in the water around you. It doesn't feel murky or death-like like some of the swamps you've been accustomed to.
There's
Like-
no real like peaty smell.
Yeah, I like tentatively like reach down, like grab a can full of water and just drink it up.
It's more drinkable than most water you've come across. It's not too bad. Just fill up all you can.
Load up.
Fill up.
The rest of you, Vagal, as you pull your cart gingerly in towards the water, knowing forward is the only way to get what you want. The cart actually starts to lift buoyantly on top of the algae surface of this water, and you're able to pull it with relative ease.
Thank God.
So it occasionally kind of topples a bit, and maybe you have to rearrange the objects to even out the weight. But
Yep.
carries it
There's
up.
not a lot in there.
Yeah, he doesn't own all that much. Can both of you roll a presence check for me?
Sorry, is that
Both of
me as
who?
part of? Yeah,
The other two.
Tatters or sorry, Bagal and Avery.
11.
Okay. Heru, as you see Vagal kind of putting his things on his cart and checking it to make sure nothing falls into the water, you notice that the large root in the shadow at the opposite end of the room is staring back at you with two emerald eyes. And you see as this root pushes itself forward into the light of your oil lamp. And you see before you a large emerald serpent with a tongue flickering in and out. And it nods to you and says, "Hello."
Why is it talking?
Uh,
I look at Bagal and Tatters.
Yeah, I'm dealing with my fucking wagon.
That's
Look
just
at
like
his
look
water.
over. I'm like, sup.
And just nods slowly to you, Tatters. Are you looking to enter?
Yeah. I didn't come here for a vacation.
All that is required that I bite you. And she lifts to see. She's gently opening her mouth to reveal like a fang glistening.
Just like a little nibble.
And it nods slowly.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I just like trundle through the water. I don't care. I'm getting a wish after this.
I rush over to Tatters as he willingly lets a poisonous snake bite him.
The serpent's head is maybe 3 or 4 feet across, almost cobra-like, and it brings its head down with its mouth open and tongue flickering, hitting you on the fingers, Tatters. It eyes you, Heru, as you rush towards him. And it slowly opens its mouth, allowing you, if you would wish, to put your hand within it.
Yeah, come on, guys. We're getting a wish after this.
Wait. Oh my god, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm trying my best to run through waist-high water.
Through the water.
Plate
Yeah.
mail.
Can you roll an agility 10 for me to get there in time?
Sure. 11.
So you reach Tatters as the serpent watches you both. Is there anything? Are you trying to prevent this from happening?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'll hit his arm away. Push it back.
Okay. Yeah. So the serpent just pulled its head back a bit, and you can see its expression almost confused. You don't wish to enter?
Hey,
Well,
Rue,
I
come on. We got to get in.
That snake's huge.
Yeah, I'm not fighting it to get in here.
No, you're letting it kill you.
You will
I
not
got
die.
a wish. I'm basically invincible right now.
Excuse me, sorry. Large snake. Is there parking for my wagon inside?
As you can see, and he's still like struggling with it.
This is a difficult matter. I want to make sure there's somewhere I would be able to leave this where it would be safe. Is that all right?
Yes. Yeah, of course, sure.
Oh,
There's ample room inside.
I used to have a pet snake once, years ago. Now I just have my bird. But snakes are such wonderful creatures, very, very caring and loving. Sometimes he would hug me so hard I'd lose feeling in my arm. It was wonderful, wonderful fun. You're bigger, I will give you that. But oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for allowing me to park my wagon
Slowly
inside.
nods in your direction. Then you wish to enter.
Yeah, great snake. What's your name? I'm Tatters.
Hello,
Ah.
Tatters. I'm a serpent.
Hey, Serpent, you give me that little nibble, you let me in. We all good.
She just opens her mouth.
Yeah. I like push Heru away.
Okay. You feel the fang pierce into your arm, and you feel the tongue itself wrapping around your hand to keep it precise, making sure that this is actually small nibble, as she seemed to promise. You take D2 damage. Roll, high sides 2, low sides 1.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna roll a d6 for that.
Just,
and I'll even
just let go. You just
I'm
gotta
just-
let go, bud.
Yeah, I'm just keep
Let it
eating the
drop.
dice. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So I'll take the 2.
You take two damage, and then you feel a cool sparkle in your veins, and you feel light and airy, and you see the green in the algae in the pool glisten and vibrantly.
You
Vines
guys,
and
we gotta
leaves
try
unfurl
this.
themselves. You see the great stone doorway behind her become a shimmering silver.
I'm like, yeah, this is all right. Just like reach up and like brush the scales.
She kind of like
Good serpent.
lets herself be pet, and then opens her mouth looking at Vigal.
It's fine, guys. We've got plot armor. It's okay.
Vigal, do you accept the bite?
Oh, I've done things like this many a time. I'm sure I've had this exact concoction.
And yeah, I'll just throw my hand up. Let's go for
Okay.
it.
Roll the 2d damage.
Yeah. That's 2. Rip.
Okay, 2 damage.
Yeah.
And you too feel that same sensation, cool and fizzly in your blood and in your veins as it presses out from the point at which you were bitten.
Oh, it's like I'm young again. I've missed feelings like this.
You do feel a little lighter on your feet, though everything is slower in the world around you a little bit. Everything green is more vibrant and sparkling, and you too see the silver doorway beyond where previously there was a stone one. And Haru, do you accept the bite as well?
I look
One
over
of
to see the
us.
2.
They seem kind of chill.
They look like they're dying.
No.
Alright.
Yeah.
You
get
feel
in
the
there.
If you
tongue
bite
wrap
too hard, I
around
bite you.
She just nods, and then bites. And you take D2 damage.
And depending on what this roll is, depends if I bite back.
Hold on.
It's the low side.
Low side. You take 1 damage, and you have that same feeling of youth and brightness in your body, but you're a little slower, a little more careful, and seeing things, greenery, plant, and spring out from the surroundings, and a silvery doorway before you. The serpent nods, says, "You may enter," and you see her slowly drift into the water itself and disappear.
She was nice. I might get her to bite me again on the way out. Let's go.
Since you've all accepted the bite, I will explain the effects as they endure. I will send them in our chat as well. But, so everyone's aware. You are a little bit slower, so you have a -1 on initiative,
Mhm.
and you fumbles on 1 to 3. And you also perceive things differently here. So if you had not accepted, you would not see some things that you will see now.
Okay.
All right. So allow me to, assuming that you guys are now pressing on beyond the silver door,
Oh, yes.
we'll see what lies beyond.
Oh, after reading that, maybe I don't need her to bite me again on the way out.
Okay.
That seems like a big dose.
So you work. Yeah, it lasts quite a while. You start your way up a slope beyond the silvery door. Crude steps have been worn into the earth itself and stone, and you find yourself in a room, which I will reveal here in a moment, because there is a
moment.
quite a good deal of random encounter rolling as we move our way through this dungeon.
Whoop whoop! Final Fantasy fights. Let's do it.
As you press into an open space, you find yourself in a bit of a common hall. There are 7 individuals with the serpentine scale marked robes that Vagal you would be familiar with as being part of the group that you are aware has taken up in this place. You see a few dining room tables set out. You see bread and grilled gator on the tables, and yeah, there's a few little pools of that algae green swamp water, and you all see sparkling vines and flowers and greenery sprouting out of the world around you as you walk through it.
Wow, this place is swanky.
You see one of the people in the cloth. They turn their head as they're all eating at the table, and then noticing you as you notice them, and they rise up and say, "Ah, welcome." And you see them walk over towards you, and you see a shimmer of green in your eyes as they approach you, and you can see that they recognize a similar shimmer in yours, knowing that you are both accepting the serpent's poison.
Hey, how's it going?
I can tell that you are doing quite well. We are
Oh yeah.
as well. You've come to join us.
No, we want to push through to the other side and see what's in the depths of this place.
But we are here to praise the serpents. This is merely our home. There's
Oh,
not much in the depths, though.
well, then you,
Admittedly, we don't delve beyond the gardens or anything.
well, then you won't mind if we take a look then.
I suppose not. And you see the one who's kind of elected himself as leader in this room looks to the others, and they eye him. But are you not here as you're not joining us then?
Well, I mean, we want to take a look around, get to know this place, see if it's like got the vibe that we want.
Okay.
Excuse me, young man.
Yeah.
Do you have somewhere I may park my wagon? It has all of my earthly belongings on it, and it means so very much to me. Somewhere safe would be best. I actually got this wagon. It's a funny story off of a traveling merchant several years ago. He had a
This
funny
story again.
pointed hat, and he tried to trade me also for some magic beans, but I told him that no, I don't do beans, nor do I do legumes. They don't agree with my tummy very well. I tend to get a little gassy in my old age.
The eyes tatters and Heru pleadingly.
It's hard to make sure that I can keep up and I want to stay young and spry. I'm not on my way out yet, so it's an interesting. Do you have somewhere I can park my wagon?
Just looks back to his friends and they're like, "Oh, sorry, bud." And he just eyes you. Just, anywhere? Yeah, the serpent kind of guards the place, so it's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So if
put it-
anybody were to try and take from my wagon, my serpent friend would come and remove the skin from your bones. Not yours. I don't want to presume. I've met many a people in the past who have given an old man like myself a hard time and just would not leave me be. They play jokes and tricks, and I want to make sure. You seem like a very nice lad, though. I'm sure that you're an upstanding citizen.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, you guys can just
we
definitely
can
take a look around. Yeah, just be chill.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. Thank you so much. You've been so kind to this old man. And
yeah, I'm just gonna
Which way was the
like try
garden?
and nod his way away. And he sits back down at the table, like puts his head down and starts eating and stuff.
Yeah, you guys enjoy the whatever you're eating there. We'll be back.
Okay, cool. Cool. And as you guys look around this room, you see beyond them there are paths moving to the left and right, as you can see on the map shared. But because you have the poison, you all see on the eastern wall a shimmering doorway there too, silver as if like the previous one you had seen.
Guess we follow the pretty doors, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know which way to go.
I mean,
legend says that the sparkly doors
you're
will
right.
lead us to
The right
south.
door.
The chosen one makes the choice.
I
So-
choose pretty door.
Pretty door. Hopefully I didn't mess
So
anything up.
that was
here.
pretty
Roll
cool. This
initiative.
place. We've got a giant snake with some pretty sweet venom. Got to be pretty high. We got a snake cult of really high snake dudes. I like this place so far. This is pretty cool.
It reminds me of a summer back when I was in my mere 20s and
Oh,
I
no.
was with several of my friends. They'd
Vigal,
all
Vigal,
come
nobody's got time for ancient
What?
history. We got wishes to get some.
ancient. Son, I'll have you know.
You know what?
that
If you
back
can
in
keep
my
up with
day,
me-
I would. Oh wait, God, hold on.
So is Vigal actually leaving any of his belongings with his cart?
None of the stuff he has would need to stay on the cart. So it's just the cart. It'll be like random shitty blankets and stuff.
Oh yeah, you don't really have anything.
This is my shopping cart.
I was just
you know
gonna say
what I'm
it's your
saying?
shopping cart. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like some empty bottles and stuff in there.
Okay, cool.
It's got one rickety wheel.
It's got that wheel that just.
Never touches the ground, just spins above it. Sick.
So as you approach the silvery wall and pass through, you see a small, narrow, stone but carved to smooth pathway that kind of etches its way into an opening, where you see a room that is almost nice, not entirely, still a room within a carved cave, but homey in a small way. There
I want
is
to point out that my standard of living. This is the Hilton.
this is
a
cozy,
4-star.
yeah.
Is
This
it
has
dry?
furniture, plural. Like this is not bad.
Who needs this many chairs?
Yeah, in that room you see some clothing strewn about. You see a bed. You see a person sitting in a chair who immediately gets to their feet. And over their shoulder, you see a shimmering creature kind of lingering on the ceiling. As you look up, you see dried alligators hanging from the ceiling itself, similarly as if you had seen in the dining room, and you can tell this is a common source of food for them. On the walls, you see scrawled in blood. There are the drawings of serpents repeatedly around the room. And you see the man himself stand up from the chair.
Yeah. What do we like? What do we get from him immediately? Like in terms of like description.
He's tall. He stands proudly, and you can see that this man, at a glance, has kept this room separate from the others because he is separate from the others, maybe higher than, better than. And you can see he is in some way a leader to these people. You see his robes look like snakeskin that have been woven almost into like a leather where they're so tight around his body. And he just stands with hands shrouded within the scales of his cloth, and rises up. And you can see in his eyes the violent green that is also sparkling in yours. And he raises up and says, "Welcome. You are new. You are new to our community.
Yeah. How's it going, fellow snake guy?
My name is Uith.
With.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. With. I'm Tatters. As far as I know, that's my real name.
I see.
Might have had another one. Doesn't matter. The point is, I think I might be your new god.
I do not think so. You are not a serpent.
Let me try that again. You look important. Yeah, I like the robes, like what you got going on there. A little ostentatious for my taste. It's fine. But I've got these. I just like open up the scroll. I've got the Forgotten Words. It says here that I am entitled to one free wish. And I'd like to cash that in now, please.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just the home for the serpent cult. This is what we are.
I doesn't know about the wish.
We don't grant wishes here.
Bagal, did you lead me to the wrong place? I swear to God, if you lead me to the wrong place, I'm going to leave you and your cart behind.
That's not very nice. I followed the legends perfectly. We tracked by stars the way we should have, and this is a Sepulchre. We must be in the right spot.
Can each of you roll a presence check?
Yeah, sure.
I can.
It's going to be a DR10.
Oh, you got to make it so hard for me.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I got an 11. Oh my God.
19.
Yeah. Heru especially, and Vagal as well, but each of you do notice in his demeanor that when Tatter spoke of the wish itself, that he reacted to this. He's definitely heard of it. It's something he's aware of, but it is not something he truly cares about. It's not why he's here. But he tries to change the subject abruptly and says, "But welcome, you are newcomers here. I assume you are here for worship." And he raises his hands up into the figures that look like snakes as he's curling his fingers. They're pointing to the sky, the ceiling of the room, where you see there are these verdant, shimmering green snakes moving, like undulating on the ceiling itself.
It's pretty cool. Worship, not exactly. Yeah, that's cool. No, we're just looking for. What god was it? The witch altar? We don't know which altar, but we're looking for an altar. And I just want to read the Forgotten Words. And if I come back as your new serpent god, that'd be kind of cool. I have to see how this wish turns out. I just need you to point me in the right direction. I assume through the next shiny door.
If you are not here to worship, then you will be here as sacrifice.
I do believe we are here to worship the serpents. I've always felt that serpents have gotten such a bad rap for being evil, but I had a pet serpent once, and let me tell you, it was the kindest.
Let me tell you, he can go on, but really what we're saying is snakes are pretty cool. We didn't have worship in mind when we came through, but I'm warming up to the idea.
Then kneel.
Like
I have
now.
arthritis in both my knees.
You see
Kneeling
him.
is painful for me. Do you
He
have
reaches
a
over to
cushion?
the bed and pulls aside some of these rags. And Haru, with your natural 20, experiencing this room, you see that there is a scroll that was rolled up under one of these rags, and then is quickly covered by it. And he lifts up a jagged spear and puts it towards Bagal and says, "Kneel."
You have a pillow I could kneel on for my knees. I'm very old.
I very seriously say, Hola Tobacca, and you see Snuffles, the Mastiff, dash at him.
Okay.
It needs restrained.
So he's going to try and restrain the man.
Yes.
Yeah, a youth. Okay. So this will be the surprise round initiating combat, but roll for that. And each of you can roll initiative, which is a D6 plus your agility or minus your agility in some of your cases.
Thank you.
Hey, one.
One.
Oh wait, am I gonna out agility you guys?
No.
Oh, sorry, it's not a D6, is it? Or sorry, it's not a
You
D20.
you almost didn't with a
D6.
D20, dude.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a D6.
Yeah,
Initiative's
well,
a D6.
You know what? Hush all your mouths.
Um,
Oh, that's 0.
Yeah. The answer
Zero.
is no, you're not.
So he also rolled a 1. So it was 3 1s and a 0 for the
I think
initiative.
it's because we're all as surprised as he.
Yeah, everyone is surprised because the dog is attacking first.
Well, I
so
shouldn't be surprised. I'm the one who gave the order.
Yeah, that's your 1 is the leading one of 3 ones.
I don't think it's unreasonable that you can't believe how dumb of an idea you just had either.
Okay, so roll for the restrain, which I think I have. Well,
like the dog.
I
has
resist
a
it.
DR10 bite back.
So I have to resist it. Okay. Or does it have to make the attack?
It'd just be an attack roll.
Attacks with the DR10. But where is this? Like, can it actually restrain? Is that like the
No,
mechanic
no.
it
I
has?
was just giving the order to attack.
Okay,
But I don't want him to kill it.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I was reading it over and I was like, can it strain? Am I not seeing this? Yeah, okay, so roll that attack then. And things like this just roll a flat d20. They don't give.
Cool. I rolled a 7. I'll admit.
Okay.
Can I use an omen?
You
Lower
can.
the
It's
DC
quite
before?
early. How many omens do you have?
2.
2. All right, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so
Okay. And then you
drops
can
it
roll
down
a
to a
d6.
for 5.
5 damage. Okay, I'm gonna mark all this down now because we are officially in combat for surezies. All right, let's get maybe a more pumped up music. I think this one is slightly more.
More ambiance.
Yeah, let's just jump right into it. There we go. Actually, no, it's still too slow. One more. Gateway to Hell sounds good. It's fine. Okay, so for initiative, this is. We're gonna start with Heru.
Heru, Hyru, Horu.
What was that? Vagal.
Heru. Okay. You both have a 0. Mike, do you want to roll a d6 for me?
Yeah,
We're going
boy.
to see which of you two runs first. Oh,
I rolled a
got
6.
6. Okay, we roll again because he also got a 6.
Alright. 2.
Insane. One more time.
Alright.
5.
3.
Okay. So we got. Then he goes. Then Vigal goes. And then Tatters. You know, his bones are slow.
Yeah.
The speed demon.
Yeah.
Don't want to fight. I just want to be worshipped.
Okay. So the next he's then going, and he takes 5 damage already.
In case he does want to attack the dog does have like hit points.
Yeah. Okay, so 5. All right, sweet. And where did he go? Okay, so you see him, the dog, as old as it is, like it still grabs into him, biting deep into his forearm. It slashes through like the snakeskin robes, and you see like bear skin underneath, and that these do not offer a lot of protection, but they do offer some. Roll armor. Son of a bitch. Armor rolls are always high. He blocked 4 of it.
What?
Yeah. He has a D4
They don't offer
armor.
much protection.
It's
just as
D4.
much.
It's D4. I thought he would.
Isn't that
I
the
didn't
highest
roll lower.
armor you can have?
D6.
No, you can have a
Oh,
D6. Like light armor is basically not armor,
Yeah.
and then there's the D6. I didn't expect it. Anyway, and then he turns the jagged spear towards you, Haru, since you attacked him, and he lunges forward. You need to make a defense roll as you see this jagged, blood speckled spear coming at you.
Okay. So it's 14 for me for defense.
Oh, really?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. That gives you a counterattack. Is that right?
This is the first time we've had this.
This is the first time. All right. So you defend, completely knocking the attack aside. What do you do?
I
just chop.
So I parry with my short sword
Nice.
and spin and try and flip him on the upper arm or shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. Roll the damage.
Strength, right?
I believe it's if you're doing melee, it's strength.
Oh, so you're gonna get a fumble on that.
Wait, hold on.
I-
No, you don't. You're rolling. You don't need to roll the attack.
Oh, I
I
don't.
think.
It says
No, you're
gain a
right.
free
You're right.
attack.
Yeah,
Gains a
you
free
do.
attack.
You still have to roll the attack. Yeah.
Okay. I have to
So-
do it. I can't lose my sword. I'll use my other omen to reroll.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Okay.
disgusting.
That's fair. Oh my god, nat 20 to a nat 1. So
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That's an 11.
Is that high enough for your attack? It's a DR
Melee is
12.
DR 12.
So it still misses, huh?
Yeah, but it doesn't break
But
my
you
weapon.
didn't lose your weapon. But yeah, you see an incredibly fast parry. But the man himself seems to move as a blur as you go to strike back, and he just leans out of the way. And he says, "You do not believe in the serpent, but you move like one." He smiles at you. And that is his turn. Did you end up taking? No, you natural 20 the attack, so you took no damage.
Yeah.
So it's Vagal's turn.
I thought he was before me.
You just went.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
he
was
went-
right.
The nat 20
I
was
did the
Yeah,
same thing.
because there's an act and react and act.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch happened. Yeah, technically with your nat 1 was in the attack. He should be able to,
But I rerolled it because of the omen.
but you re-rolled it. Yeah, so we're all good. Yeah, Vagal's turn.
Okay.
A lot.
So, oh man, I'm so strong.
Yeah, are you?
Okay, let's start. Oh, yeah, okay, let's start with this. You're gonna see he kind of like opens up his cloak to reveal a hawk, and he says, "Tiberius, fly!" And the
Okay.
hawk's gonna swoop in and attack him.
All right. So
I have a hawk as a weapon.
it has attack and defense of a DR10. So
Yep.
just roll your 20.
Now you just need a dove, so you can have hawk and
19.
dove.
Hey, let's
19,
go.
not bad. And the damage
damage.
is D4.
4.
4 damage. All right.
Breaking the eyes.
So suddenly, a dog is attacking the man. He lunges away, goes to attack Heru, who parries the attack. Suddenly, a hawk is going for his eyes. And
It's got to go whole coterie of animals in here.
he blocks the attack. I'm so sorry. Even in our last fight, like, every roll in this stupid thing is a 4.
With
I'll
grub
roll
and
them into the
everything,
bin so you can
The
see,
D4 is your dice.
but- the
Sure.
D4 is my own.
Aaron is
true.
king of the D4, yeah.
Now I will say, because you have these pets, you can use them in exchange for your attacks. I'm wondering if you should be able to do both. I kind of feel like either it's an option or it's. I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not sure how
I
you
don't
do
think
it, but
I
maybe
should-
just the action.
I don't
It
think
should be one or the other, right?
Yeah. Okay, but that's fine.
Like you even saw in the screenshot I sent you. It says hawk as weapon. I was like,
True. Yes, hawk as weapon. That's very fair.
yeah.
Because there is some situations where you can have like a companion. So
Yeah.
I think I'd rule those differently than pets. But okay. So Tatters, yeah, you see a dog biting, sweet parry, hawk coming in. Your turn. What do you do?
Well, this is not my first animal snake person foray. And while he's distracted, I've just been like sneaking around to the back, pull out my sword,
Okay.
just
Nice. Okay, make that attack.
do I have
It's
to?
a strength DR12 unless you have an adjustment to that, which I don't think you do.
No, I'm just bad at strength. That's all.
Roll above a 12, I believe.
Nope.
No.
That's,
How many
that's
omens do
seven.
you got?
I do have 2. I could reduce it by 4, and I'd still miss.
Mhm.
I
Or
could.
reroll.
I could reroll. Let's go with for the
Reroll?
reroll. Let's do that.
Okay.
It's not my first. It's just also not my best. And I roll a 6.
Yeah, and you're just Probably don't use 2 omens on one turn, I would say.
Maybe
but
not.
that's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I forgot I had to do this. Can I roll how many times I get to use my power per day?
Oh,
I
sure,
never
yeah.
did that.
You're like D4 plus presence or something, was
D4
it?
plus presence. Which my presence is super high.
0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's
3.
Hera's turn as well. 3, that's pretty good.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
I hear his comments about me like being like a snake, and I go for a bite.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, make that attack.
Just
That's lower
going
hit.
for like the meat.
Yeah, so I think that's the DR10 for the strength. But if you roll 1 on
One
the
or a
damage,
2.
you get a counterattack or something?
1 or a 2 is a chance for a counterattack.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
Jeez, even with your
Okay.
advantages, that was real close. I'm gonna roll the damage.
Roll high, no big deal. 5.
5. So he doesn't get the counterattack. I'm gonna roll armor into the bowl.
Because it feels more fair, weirdly, right?
It
I get
does,
like this
yeah.
too when we play D&D. Like when I'm rolling really well on saving throws and stuff for the enemies.
There we
Oh,
go.
the one time he rolls digitally, am I right?
I'm just saying. So you took 3 damage there, or no,
He
4?
takes 4.
Okay.
Pretty good hit.
Yep, not bad, not
Good
bad.
jump.
And yeah, so that's your bite attack. So you just see like sword miss and then go for the throat, I guess. I don't know, collar.
I
And
just
see
picture him
the
going like,
biting
snake tastes just like chicken.
Sweet. He goes to attack you back because that's super fucked up. You see him like yelp back and try and pull himself away from your toothy grasp, and he swirls the spear in his hand and tries to just like up toward his own neck to try and hit you in the face with his jagged spear. And you have to make that defense roll for me. 19. Okay. How do you get out of the way?
Hey, what mods are you using, Jardine?
It's just it's the Malcolm mod. It's the other half Ray, because half ginger, half normal.
Whatever that means. So
So he's like stabbing
Day
up like
walking
this.
traitor.
yeah.
Yeah. So I just like Matrix style, just pull back and watch the blade slide in front of me.
Nice. And
Will we
you
get
see
that
the,
like
blood
Wachowski slow
pour down.
motion?
Yeah. And you hear the whistling of this jagged dagger, and you see the ends of it are like sharpened to the point where they're almost broken, like jagged. It's so incredibly sharp. You can hear it sing through the air as it misses you. You can tell this thing is very deadly.
Sparks off the skull
Yeah,
cap
off the
as it
skull
whizzes
cap.
by.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say off your teeth.
Yeah, off the teeth.
Now,
The
This
teeth
is-
stick out more than my nose, apparently.
this is very much meant to be like a heavy metal style like world, isn't it?
Oh, very much.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, 100%. I'm just gonna lean way more into that. Cool.
Yes,
All right.
100%. So that was his counterattack, right?
That was his attack.
Yeah,
You didn't
he
get
misses.
a counterattack.
yeah. I meant because you attacked him, not a mechanical one. That puts it to Vogal again. What do you do?
I am going to.
I want to use lightning indoors.
Tiberius, attack!
Tell my bird to go for it again.
Is there a bad reason to have lightning indoors? I never noticed, but
I mean, I used
well-
Thunderclap inside of a kobold cave once, and that didn't go very well.
Part
Yeah.
of more my thinking is like there are a bunch of other guys in the room far from here. Like if I start fucking lightning some shit around, who knows? The
I
bird can
will
be
say
quiet.
that you noticed nothing passed through silvery doors but you. When you
Ah,
passed
fuck
through,
it,
you
let's
didn't
use
hear the
lightning.
people dining. Like
Yeah.
they're
Fuck it, I
they're
wanna try
different
magic
worlds
then.
almost.
I want to use magic. How do I use magic? Is it just
Like,
D20?
if you want to save it, that's still totally fine.
Yeah.
Just if that was your reasoning, they won't
Yeah.
hear you.
Thank you.
You
No,
have to do presence DR12.
Yes,
Oh,
presence.
See if it even works.
All right, here we go, baby.
Plus
Natural one.
Nice. Oh, this is
Okay.
gonna hurt so bad.
How bad can this be? Before I
There
decide whether
are-
or not I want to spend my omen.
Okay, there are arcane catastrophes that I can roll on.
Spend
We've
that
never had a
omen,
nat
baby.
one on
Spend
magic
that
before,
omen.
so
You've never had a nat one on magic before?
no.
Versus
Let
for
it
fumbles,
stand.
look at page 44.
44.
Let it stand.
Okay.
Cool. You're gonna
You've never
fry
done
the
this
chosen
before?
one. It's gonna
Let's
be
see what
great.
happens.
Just have a second character ready, everyone, just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah,
Use
yeah,
the
I've got it.
generator.
That
keep it going.
generator.
Okay. You know what? You roll a d20 for me, and
20?
I will prepare the rules page so we can look at it together.
I rolled
45.
a natural 20.
Okay, I'm not sure if that's good or bad in this context.
Me
So
neither.
it's on 40.
It's gonna be a lot of one or the other. That's all I know.
Yeah, exactly. We're not
Wait.
getting no in between
What?
bullshit. Hey, you shush.
Hold on, hold on.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
not
bring it
saying
up. I'm
anything.
gonna bring it up for everyone. So hide the game capture. Okay, we got the 20. What? So it was the worst possible situation.
But
Oh, yeah.
that's the snake.
Yes, you see as the three serpents riding upside down on the ceiling glittered together into one. And then you see their body fold into an eye and teeth, and something emerges from the ceiling itself. And you see he, the god, the basilisk of this world with its twin heads, Verhu the prophet, knowing the ending of the world. He pulls from the shadows and roots and trees and dangling serpents above, pulling Bagal out of this existence forever.
Tiberius, save me!
But he left his bird.
What have you done?
Do anything. Oh my god.
I'm gonna quickly roll for Tiberius here. Tiberius doesn't make it to you. He is left in this world, and you are without him.
Tiberius, to me.
Yeah. He flaps pointlessly as the basilisk pulls itself back into the shadowed ceiling, and those serpents return to existence. Vagal gone.
That was pretty quick.
Holy
man.
fuck. But I mean, at least he got us here, right?
Hey,
We
he
never
did
had a
his
one
job.
on
He held
magic
up his
before.
end
Let
of
it
the
ride.
fucking
Let it
deal.
ride.
I do look at the cultist. What have you done?
Yeah, how's he doing? Morale
You
check,
see
morale
he's
check.
shaking, and he says, that is the serpent we worship, and you know that basilisks are not quite the same as whatever it is this cult worships. But he's claiming that this is his doing. But I
Oh,
am
he's
going
trying
to
to
roll.
like brush it off. Like I did this and it's
Yeah, this
totally
is
fine.
You should have been worshiping with me. But I am going to roll morale because that is the most intense thing that could happen. Where did I put the rules? Dang it.
Love the idea, like this thunder just like crackles like harmlessly off the stone, and the reverberation is what caused the called the basilisk. And the basilisk is like, no,
Don't think so.
we don't do that here.
Okay, so I will roll a d6. Low is the morale failure. Somehow, you can see in a moment, he actually starts to believe his own rhetoric. He actually thinks that his worship of the serpents have brought he here. And this is his doing. And he seems renewed as his morale is not broken. And then we move on to Tatters as a hawk lands on your shoulder, chirping its sounds and fluttering, staring to the ceiling, it burrowing almost into your clothing as it has no idea what the fuck just happened.
Get in here, buddy. It's okay. I'm like, I hope he lays an egg in my pocket.
Yes.
So I just like, and just like come over the wild swing at the back of the priest's head.
Okay. Make that attack.
I would like to point out there is like Tatters has a sword and a shield, but
Mhm.
everything he does with it is completely skillless. There,
Yeah.
it is
okay.
just wild hack and slash. This is not his. He found it, so now it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Make that attack for me.
got it. Guess what?
Good.
That's a success. That's a 12.
Is it actually?
It's 12.
And you're doing a strength, and you don't have a strength
And
modifier.
I don't have a negative.
Yeah,
I have a 0.
You just got there. Roll the damage. You have a sword, right? So D6.
Yes, a D6. All right. Come on. Hey. Hellspire. Thank you. What? 3
damage.
3 damage.
Okay, you see as it hits into his scale robes, and I'll roll the armor in here again. I think it's this D4. Let's just go with.
Oh.
So.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
You do 1 damage, right? You did 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do 1 damage, and it kind of slides off the scale robes, leaving a small cut where it pushed them aside. But he just sharks them back up onto his shoulders, and he seems incredibly confident now that the god, basically a god in this world, has come to his aid. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
That brings us to the top of the order. That's
It's
Teru.
okay, Gibby. It'll be all right.
You've seen Vagal get eaten by God. What do?
You monster.
You go for a second bite. Okay, make that
Yeah.
attack roll.
Natural 1.
I mean, that looked like you gently placed that die down. I think that's cocked.
That's unfortunate. So he gets an attack on you then.
Yes.
Hey,
What happens to my
kinda did
teeth?
that.
You break or lose them.
You break or lose your teeth. So as you go to bite him, he brings the spear up. This time, like, he missed you the first time. Same pattern, a little closer, brings a spear up, and your teeth close around those incredibly razor sharp edges, and you feel as your teeth almost too smoothly pass towards a closed mouth, and you see the shatters of your own teeth crack off before you. You take an incredible amount of mental damage as you know that your
That's the
teeth.
nightmare. The fucking that's the nightmare that no
that
one
is the
likes to
nightmare
have.
right there.
And you feel the shards of it and blood rumbling in your mouth.
Oh, you're like the abominable snowman in Rudolph now. You're a
A little
bumble.
worse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You no longer have your bite weapon, and he takes a counterattack on you. You make that.
You just see Tatter's like, ah.
And you don't really have a so he goes to make an attack. I think this is the first attack with a spear that he's actually landed, unless we count him breaking your teeth off. So I'll continue with the rolling in the pit here, because he has a D8 damage. So I want you guys to know that he is very strong. So that was 3 damage. I'm not actually rolling it, and
I blocked 5 of it.
so. Sorry, he did how much? I was just reading.
You did 3, I blocked
He
5.
did 3. So, yeah, you don't take any of the damage. He goes for your face again, and it bounces off the skull cap. And you do find that he glances in just enough into the visor area, cutting you above the eye, and you take D2 bleeding damage for D4 rounds. I can roll the D4. So each round you'll be taking for 3 rounds. Mark that down somewhere if you can. I'll mark it. For 3 rounds you are bleeding, and I'm not going to roll. You roll the 1 or 2 damage that you're going to take this round.
This round?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 2.
2 damage. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's not great because it's his turn now. For realsies this time. Right? Because you got the natural 1. That's why he attacked you, right?
Yep.
Jesus. It's not great.
Nope.
He this time he's going to turn, thinking that he's caught Tatters off guard, and do a sideways slash with the spear, aiming directly like for your face. Can you roll a defense check for me? I think for you it's lowered, so you have to make a DR 10.
Is Ray frozen? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? I was looking at occult stuff. I apologize.
No, sorry.
I was looking at the omens. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
What do you need me
sorry.
to do? Roll defense?
Remember your
Yeah.
tatters now. You're only
Your
tatters.
agility.
My
Yeah.
agility. So DR 10. Get a 7.
You got a 7?
Yeah.
My goodness, you do got to roll a little higher. Other than
Like
that.
that's just like your opinion, man.
Okay, so he's gonna roll damage on you then.
Nope.
No?
I don't like it.
No?
Plot armor.
Where's that wish when I need it? I just messed up all my tabs. Where is that D8? Is it this little guy? There it is. He rolls 3 damage.
Like roll to the backside. Like I had the shield strapped on my back, and I just turn
Okay.
around at the last second
Nice.
and like break the shield.
Yeah, and you see it slices through just as easily as it cut Haru's teeth. And I'm assuming you're using it to negate the damage, right?
Yeah, it's broken.
Yep, and the shield is broken. Cut in two, lying on the ground. Yep, back to Haru.
It should be Tatter's turn.
Didn't he... You didn't
Just
actually
defend.
attack. He attacked you. You're right. So yeah, your turn.
All right. I just like grab the sword in both hands and just kind of like lunge forward, trying to get him in the neck.
All right, roll that attack.
17.
Okay. Hey, roll damage. You're
Right.
doing it.
Look! Hey, Roo, I'm a fighter.
Max damage. And you were reading Omen, so there is other stuff you can do. It doesn't always have to be to fix a bad roll. But I don't know if you have any more. But I am rolling armor, so if you want to.
I'm
Use an omen,
just
that's
pulling
always
it up. I was trying to get it there.
There's 4, so it's currently only doing 2 damage.
Yeah, but I want to do more than that.
Yeah. I figured.
Sorry, Omen's on 39, I think it was, right?
Something around there. But
Look
There
at
it
the
is.
crow.
Reroll lower damage, stealth evade, neutralize the critical fumble. Okay, yeah, no, it's nothing that really qualifies here. If I deal
you could do
damage with
extra
maximum,
D6 damage.
is that one?
I think the
there?
first option there is
It says deal maximum damage with 1 attack.
Oh, it's not deal again.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm already dealing the max.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So you can tell that this guy has basically not been harmed by you guys. Up to you. What are you guys doing now? Because now it's Haru's turn.
Is there a silver pretty door?
There is, yeah, the one you came through, and one at the opposite end of the room.
Hey, Roo, pretty door, go!
And you're gonna book it for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start running, realizing that we're not damaging him.
Yeah,
And
I will.
one of us got done eaten by a snake.
Does he really look like he hasn't been hurt at all?
Not a lot.
Okay,
He's pretty okay at the moment.
I tell Snuffles to attack him again while I back up.
Okay. Goodbye, pup, potentially. Okay, make that attack roll.
I missed.
All right. So Snuffles is there growling ineffectively as you make your way towards the northern door.
Yeah.
Opposite the way you came. Okay. And you guys book it full speed away from there.
Yeah. So as we get through that door, I grab from out my sack one of the bear traps and just hit the
shit.
release and set and throw it behind us.
Okay.
Follow
That's-
us, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You put it right beyond the silvery door, so there's no way he can even see it if he wanted to. And as you guys are running, you do hear that he is shocked that the dog is biting at him, and you can tell, Haru, that unless you call the dog away, he's going to be preoccupied with it.
Yeah, right before I go through the silvery door, I'll do the whistle to
Oh,
all Snuffles.
Okay. All right. And then
And I see Tatters setting up the bear trap, and I am prepared to grab my dog as soon as it goes through the door.
okay. Yeah, and within a moment, you hear what's the dog's name? Sorry, Snuffles.
Snuffles.
Snuffles. um, as you see, he's jumping through with like wide eyes into uncertainty. You're able to roll an agility DR8 to try and catch him in time.
10.
You get him. You're good. You catch Snuffles in your arms, and now.
Good boy. Good boy.
Does the bear trap have any specific stats or challenges to it?
Yeah, so it is a DR14 presence to spot it, and it deals D8.
Okay. So as he is rushing out after you, not preoccupied by Snuffles anymore, he's going to roll this D20 here. He fails. How much is the damage again?
D8. Oh, happy.
You want to roll that for me?
Sure do. Can't wait to roll a 1.
Does it restrain or anything, or is
At
it
least
just
you called
damage?
it.
I believe it's just damage. Like I would. This is not me like trying to like metagame for my own benefit or anything. Personally, I would say that it restrains, but I don't think it says anything in the rules about
Like
it.
a lot of the time, it's like it's a bear trap. It's not a bomb, so it's still a trap.
Yeah,
Think of how that works. So I'm going to say that he is restrained, not that, for D4 rounds. For 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Okay.
So you can tell that he's like very preoccupied with the fact that there's a bear trap on his feet, and he digs that spear that he knows is incredibly effective at it, and he's chopping away at pieces of it, and you can tell that he'll be out very quickly. But let me reveal the room you're in.
Beirut, Snuffles, Tiberius, we must go.
And we are moving into room number 5. So you should see that there. So before you see a altered worshiping hall. You see like a long carpet weaving itself like the body of a snake up through like strange ornate carved pews. There are mats all over the ground where there are four intensely chattering people in snake robes at the visage of a snake carved out of wood and bits of stone woven together. And around them, you see one person laying on one of these rags on the ground, and they are immediately made of your awareness, and they turn at you, and you hear the chattering, yelling cultist devotees turn on a dime. But that is where we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So thanks everybody for watching, and we will figure out if Mike's going to have a new character coming back after the break.
Just all of a sudden, it's just the basilisk reappears and goes,
gross.
Yuck.
Okay, we'll see y'all soon.
See you
be
guys
right
in a
back.
minute.
Bye.
Bye. welcome back. We're
Thank you.
here.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
Did it again.
Did
Thanks
it.
everyone for tuning in. We are just doing our second half of a Sepulchre of the Swamp Witch one-shot from Mork Borg. As you can see, my character is black and white. He, some kind of sort of like mundane / arcane catastrophe event happened. And the goddess, the god Basilisk himself, descended from the shadows and ended Regal's life in a single bite.
As far as we know,
As far
he
as
could
you
be
know,
living on again beyond the veil of the basilisk.
He could be, hanging out
In his
shadows.
tum-tums.
For
And
eternity.
his tum-tum hanging out with Geppetto and Pinocchio.
Ah, yeah, boy.
Tatters and
Geppetto. Jardine.
What?
So
I know
you
what you
winced
said.
when I said Geppetto. You're like,
Yeah,
like
the fact that you're talking about Pinocchio and the guy who made him.
Yeah,
That's all.
you guy.
okay.
Some weird guy. So Tatters and Haru have found their way into the Sepulchre, an ancient place that has been taken up by serpent cultists. They met a few of them who were kind of nice and chill, and were like, "Yo, join us in our worship." And then they met the leader, who was like, "You must join us in our worship." They resisted. There was a fight. He barely took any damage. He nearly killed you and cut Haru's teeth from his mouth. At this point, Tatters decided time to bail. Everyone bailed, threw up a bear trap. The leader is caught in the bear trap for 2 rounds. He bursts out into the scene, and you see a worship hall filled with serpent insignias and designs. You see 4 fanatic, devoted cultists yelling out at a serpent figure. And you see one cultist lazily laying on the ground as you burst out into the scene. Around you, as you quickly take in this area that is absolutely still danger, they see their leader chasing you into a bear trap, and this is going to be continued combat. But you do see cages filled with scrawny individuals. And as the leader mentioned before, he was taking worshippers or he was taking sacrifices. And you can tell that in these 3 large metal cages, there are dispersed among them 5 people tied up inside. You burst into the scene. I've rolled their initiative. They actually got the first non-1 number in our initiative rolls, so they
That
are
hardly seems fair.
Yeah, we're going to be starting a fresh round, but they will be going first in consecutive rounds after that. So we're going to go with Haru. You guys break into a room. You act first. Then it will be the leader, then Tatters, and we'll start the new round, starting with the cultists. And Haru, what do you do?
Well, first I take my bleed damage.
Your D2 damage, yes.
I look over to the cultist, and with my mouth bloody and face all bloody from the cut, jagged shards of teeth that are left over.
Mm-hmm.
Save us! He's gone crazy.
Okay. I would say this is going to be a DR 10 presence check.
Sorry.
They can see your verdant eyes from across the room and know that you've accepted the serpent's poison, so that's making this a lower check. I know your presence isn't great, but that's the nature of your birth.
16.
16. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to. You see one of the fanatic cultists catch your eyes and look up at their leader. I believe his name is Uith. Yes, wasn't a lot of conversation with his name involved. And they see him in rage, thrashing at a bear trap, blood all over him, bits of bone In this place, and as you see, there's blankets strewn about. This is a place of like chill, free love a little bit. You can tell from the vibe. There's like plants growing around, and while sure there's sacrifices, this is unusual for him. And one of them believe you, and at the same moment, you see the lazy looking cultist on the ground, who is not one of the ones like chattering at the altar itself, eye you, and there's a look in their eye and a slight nod, and they seem to give you an indication that they are not like the other cultists.
A little less
and-
chill.
Maybe a little less chill in their definition of chill. Okay.
Snake flicks and chill, you know.
Yeah. So Eoth will go, and he is fighting with a bear trap. It doesn't take damage every turn, right? It's just the initial damage, and then he's restrained for the 2. So he'll skip his turn. And then I should just scratch this guy out. Actually,
What do you mean, this guy? He had a name.
old Vagal is gone. Can we roll an agility roll for Mike?
Oh, we can.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Oh my god, there's so many dice on the board. You guys are animals. The D6 agility?
Yes.
Okay, well, don't. Yeah. Okay, well, don't worry about the.
Yeah.
It's a 6.
Okay, shit, you broke my initiative tracker because you went up. I didn't expect it to go even more up. So-
Everybody else was at 1. Where'd you expect me to go?
I know, I thought maybe we'd go back there. That's fine. So, yeah, I'll reveal it. Maybe I won't show your name if you don't want. I can reveal it. All right, let's reveal your character. This is the cultist on the ground that locked eyes with Haru and said, like, basically, I ain't really with them. And you could tell from youth strategy, it's worship or die. So maybe sometimes people pick worship, but they don't mean worship. And we have Drugel here, and he will be rolling. I'll
that's
just
a
remake
D,
this
not another
initiative.
P. Okay.
Unless I spelled it wrong.
No, I
But
thought
we're-
it was frugal.
It's a P. It's Prugal.
Oh, I did spell it wrong. Okay, sorry. Prugel.
That's okay.
One of
You're
those
so
fancy.
frugal.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
little-
I didn't
it's a
notice
little
until I
nub.
looked at the actual font
Little
instead of
nubbin?
the fancy font.
yeah, the name up there. Okay, Prugel. Sorry. All right. So I got to redo the initiative real quick. So it is first the Fanatics, but we're giving you guys technically a surprise round. So now it would be Prugel. If you want to go, it's your turn. Then you are even higher than the other dude. Technically, we'll squeeze you in there, and then Tatters. Okay. I think that's right. We have Fanatics.
And you said, sorry, that I was laying on the ground currently?
Yeah.
You're just chilling, not like-
Let me. No. You're just like hanging out on one of the rags that are around here with like flowers strewn about them. You know, this is a loving room as far as they're concerned.
You're the only dude on the ground in a loving room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much pain.
Yeah. So yeah, it's your turn. What does Prugel do?
And I can tell that no one else seems to be going for this.
You can tell that there is one more of the
One
actual
more.
fanatic ones that were chattering at the statue of the serpent
Yeah.
that has eyed everyone, taken in that youth is kind of going crazy, and they have green eyes, so they're chill. And you can tell that one of them is kind of like not weapons drawn, but the others are screeching and running towards.
Oh. I don't want to like give anything away.
You can
Can I,
wait
like-
if you want to drop down. for the
Yeah,
turn.
I'll drop
That's
down.
fine.
I want to see what
Okay.
I kind of want to see what unfolds here.
Yeah. Okay. So you are waiting at the moment. So that would put. I hope I didn't fuck up the order too much. Technically, he's skipping his turn. So I think that's Tatters then.
I look around, like, and I see, sorry, Uyeth, and
Yeah.
the rest. I'm like, nope, still running. And I see all these cultists, and I'm like, I am your new prophet of the basilisk. Follow me, and I just keep running.
Okay. As you're looking into the room, that you can see a long pathway, and at the distance, you can see people dining, and you can see that that's back the way that you had come. But also to the west end of this room, you see another shimmering door. And if you want to, you could continue to run through that.
Dying on snacks.
Yeah.
Shiny door.
Shiny door. Okay. Make an agility check for me. It's just going to be a DR8 to see if you get out of this room before the next turn or if you're still in it. Crushed it. Yeah, you're out the shimmering door. Haru, as far as you know, you're left alone at the moment.
I am your slithering god.
Yeah. He's gone. You did a convince. So it's the end of the round, Frugal. There's still nothing really happening. You can still wait it out if you would like. And you use this to interrupt whenever, but at the moment it's going to go top of round and the fanatics are charging.
Okay, and everyone else is, and sorry,
You saw Tatters book it.
Book
To
it.
the shimmering wall to the west.
Once like all the fanatical ones start to leave, I'm just gonna start like.
So everyone is still in this room except Tatters. So the fanatics are gonna rush at Haru, who's in the middle of the room.
Right. I'm just gonna. I wanna just like quietly back away towards where Tatters went.
Okay.
'Cause to me, he's like the sane one here.
Yeah.
Even though I don't love that he just screeched that he's the new serpent god. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like the devil you know kind of situation.
Yeah.
Can you roll a presence check to try and kind of slip your way unseen?
Sure.
It's just going to be a DR8 because obviously you are not the focus of this attention. It's not great. You start backing up, just like real chill, no problem. I just gotta go check out something in the other room. And one of the three actual fanatics, you know that the one is not so sure that youth is on the right path. One of them turns to you and says, "Frugal, fight with us, come!" And he ushers you forward before he's moving in as well. The other two move towards Haru. That's all that he says. But then we're going to go to the top of the turn at the moment. And it'll be the Fanatic's turn. There are three of them rushing at Haru. So, let me just double check their stats, see how they do. Oh boy. We got a lot of stuff going on. We'll figure it out when we get to it. We're going to just roll 3 quick attacks for Haru then. There is no other target at the moment, so not to pick on you, there's just no other option.
Well, there is my dog,
but he's beyond you, or he's in your arms, so up to you. Are you using him to protect you in any way so that he takes them? All right, just...
I'm rolling all 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
One of those natural 1.
Yeah, natty.
One's pretty bad, but the first 2, they come in slashing to either side, and you just turn, nothing, not even close. But you can't dodge in 3 directions when 3 are coming at you. The one who had called out to Prugel comes in with your dagger.
Okay, I take double damage.
Mm-hmm. So they don't do a ton. They do D4.
Gonna be doubled.
Yes.
And my armor goes down a tier.
And a little something extra. You have any omens? I don't think you have any omens, right?
I prevent 1 of 8.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So Haru, so fucking dead. Just
like runs like heart first into a dagger.
Yeah, like he dodges to the left, dodges to the right. Both arms are almost pinned back as their bodies press against you, and the other just double hands a dagger. And you see a gleam of poison as his dagger itself looks like a serpent's tooth, plunging directly into your heart, and you feel it pump. Go on.
Chosen one.
The chosen one. So
There's choices,
Um,
all right.
the other fanatics, they've all acted. It is now Prugel's turn in the new round. You can. What would Mike? What does Prugel do now? You see, Heru is obliterated.
I'm just running. Forget stealth. I'm running after this Tatters guy.
Yeah, and because they've all preoccupied themselves with Heru, and you're by the door, you can slip out.
Yeah.
And all right, we will move you into the next room where there is Tatters and Prugel. And Jardine, send me your new character.
It just did.
Okay. And perfectly. The fourth fanatic who does not believe that Uith is on the right path anymore also slips after you, Prugel. And it's perfect. Whatever you rolled, this is like Jardine rolled a heretical priest. So he's now a heretic to the literal
I love it.
cult church that he has been in. So that's incredible.
Okay, so did the big guy not make it?
I think that other guy that was with you is no longer alive. He's you think he's very dead.
That sucks. I hope his dog is okay.
Hey man, you have a plan to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to come kill every single one of us.
Here's the thing, right? So I've got a wish. A wish coming. It's gonna make me
What
super
the fuck
powerful.
does that mean?
Don't just trust me. Everything's gonna be awesome.
Why
You guys
would
have
I
been sitting
trust
here
you?
worshiping this like snake god or whatever.
You think I want to be here, man?
No, but that's why I got the wish. Come on, shut up. We gotta keep moving.
I think we made a mistake, Prugel.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Yeah, and Prugel, this is Grin. You know that him to be one of the. While he is a fanatic, he's always like he doesn't really partake in like the love that goes on in here. He's not really super up on the sacrifice either. He definitely loves the serpent. That's really rad. But the other stuff, I'm not so sure about that.
Snakes are pretty good. I like snakes.
I mean, that steak you guys got at the entrance, it's pretty dope. That bite.
Yeah, sure, whatever, man. We just need to get the hell out of here. I need to get back to my home country, my kingdom. I'm a king.
Yeah, I can definitely wish for that.
I really don't know what you're talking about with this fucking wish, man.
Look, it's either me or creepy snake dude trying to kill you all back there. So let's follow me. Don't step on my toes. It's cool. I am the chosen one.
Prugel, can you roll presence for me to see if you can discern what the fuck he's talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually update your HP.
12?
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
12.
You don't know of a wish. You do know that in the depths of this place, there is somewhere that even Uith wouldn't let you guys go. There is an altar covered in roots and runes. And you know that there is something different and strange beyond here. There may be some validity to what he's saying.
All right, listen, you crazy person. You're less crazy than the other guy, so I guess that's
Tatters.
okay.
Sup?
Right. So
So you
underneath
guys
this,
say hi, right?
no, underneath this place, there's a, I don't know. There's something that we weren't ever allowed to go to, so it's probably where this, I don't know, your fucking genie or whatever you're looking for. That's probably where that is.
That's perfect.
That's my guess. Is it?
Take me there.
Is it a genie that you're looking for?
I mean, I'm gonna have to rub it the right way, but I think it's actually like a super secret witch. When I read the words, she's gonna grant me a wish. So maybe she's a witch genie. I don't know. The point is, I like flash the forbidden words. Like, these are our meal ticket, baby.
And I when I look at it, what do I see, Aaron?
Put it back with
Roll
Tiberius.
presence for me. This is going to be a DR 12.
Okay.
Can I also do that?
Yeah,
Roll
sure.
me
Both
10.
of you roll DR10.
Nat 20.
There's that natty.
Who rolled the 20?
13. I rolled a 10. I didn't.
I mean, it makes sense the priest would know.
Yeah, Grin can read these words.
And what do they look like to me though?
To you, they're like ever-shifting etches in paper. Like every time you look at them, they're kind of different,
Okay.
and they just keep adjusting and swirling. Like there's no literal motion, but if you were to draw it and look back at it, it wouldn't be the same every
Okay.
time. But to Grin, even though you do see that motion in your mind, they mean something. You couldn't speak it out loud and it be interpreted, but you know that if you wanted to will the words out, one that could hear them would accept them.
Grin, I don't know what the fuck is on this piece of paper, but I'm almost 100% certain that we're going to die. We're fucked.
I think if we make it to the altar, we're gonna be okay. But
Yeah?
it'd be to like kill everybody in here.
We have to... Ah, shit.
I mean, that doesn't seem so bad. Us versus them, right? Sorry, Grin, that's cool. I'm Tatters, and you are...
You already said his name, man.
I'm still Grin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but,
Hey,
but you.
Question,
you
how many
talking
people
guy.
how many people did you come here with?
Well, including me, 3.
And there's just you.
Yeah, it's okay. I've got plot armor.
You did abandon the. It looked like you're.
No, it didn't
Or-
abandon him. He just didn't run fast enough.
What makes you think that with us three we're going to do better than the other?
Because
people.
you guys have survived this far, and outside of that room, it's like survival of the fittest, right? Whoever runs fastest lives longest.
It's not the dumbest thing you've said today. My name is Bruegel. And I reach
Frugal.
out.
Nice to meet you. Like
Shake
the
your
big
hand.
old like man shake with my dirty
Yeah.
hands, like to your wrist.
Yeah, and you see, I've got like scale armor on. I've got like a sword. I've got a fucking shield. Damn right, I'm a survivor this
Hey,
time around.
Like the look of you,
Kill me,
Frugal.
bro.
Like the armor. It's pretty cool. Fancy.
The armor and especially the sword belong to my family. It's been handed down from generation to
Hey,
generation.
that's great. But we got a wish waiting for us.
We should get going. They're gonna be here.
Yeah,
in a
let's
second.
go. Okay.
Okay. So inside this room, people who have lived here, Grin and Prugel, you know this to be the snake pit. This is
Charming.
a bit of a feeding room. Let me unveil that. And one of your friends that you know, one of your fellow cultists is in here. And you see I went to
hi,
randomize a
Mark.
name. Well, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
This is crazy. I've re-rolled 7 characters, and they're all characters you've already had. Okay, Riston. You see Riston is one of the cultists that you know, and he's in there feeding the snakes. It's a large, like 20-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit in the middle of the room. And as you guys approach, you can learn more information. But at the moment, you just see Riston over the pit, just throwing scraps of gator and other meats into the pit.
About how many snakes are we talking?
Like a hopeless amount of snakes.
A hopeless.
I already have that number in my head. It's okay. I know what a hopeless is. Okay.
One hopeless.
One hopeless.
Yeah.
How's the feeding going?
Oh, you know, it's not bad. Yeah, it's all right. They're a bit bitey today, and he shows you his hand and his little prickles of red all over it, all over the arm.
Stay safe. Is there another exit in this room? Or is it just dead end?
You see, as he's there feeding the snakes, that against the opposite wall, there's a small hole. And while there are exits, let me clarify where they are. There is one to the south, which is just an open wall, and then there's one to the north, which is silvered. And you know that this is off in a room, and that small hole that you see is one where one of the serpents, the emerald serpents, comes and goes. And within its darkness, you can see 2 glittering emerald eyes.
And that's to the north?
It's between the two doorways on the opposite wall. So north is the silver way out, south is to a normal path. In between them, a hole with a snake.
And by hole in the wall, you mean something that's actually like 3 feet across, because that snake is huge.
Yeah. Like it's not really a place you would go so much as it a place where the snakes would move. The serpents themselves.
You guys see that door, right?
Yeah, of course. We all let the snake have a nom.
Seems like a good idea. I think we should go that way.
Do we know what's that way?
So you're going to the silvery wall. You do know, Prugel and Grin, that, and you, Tatters, you feel this in your mind as you guys walk around, and you hear Riston go, "Oh, actually, no, hold on," and you hear into your mind, Tatters, a serpent's voice call out to you that cultists can go no further. And you, Prugel and Grin, know this. Like, it's kind of forbidden to go that way by Youth. Not necessarily by the serpents, but by Youth himself.
That's cool. I'm not really a cultist. I'm more like a wish fulfillment seeker.
He just slowly nods.
He's one of the chosen.
And slowly nods to you.
Yeah, and I just keep moving towards the door. Like, thanks, Winston.
Youth gave us permission to give him a tour. It's okay.
You can see that it's already slithering back into the hole, and its eyes glitter no more. It's in the shadows. It seems that if you are not claiming to be cultists, then you're not under Uith's law, so you can go.
Fuck yeah.
As you guys are passing around, Riston is still like, that's going to be a problem. But, counts the numbers real quick and decides he's not gonna interrupt you as you make your way into a forbidden direction. As you walk your way around the pit, you see writhing snakes eating clumps of meat. Inside, you see skeletons, corpses, human, and a narrow tunnel of darkness leading away where maybe the snakes can come and go.
Yeah.
Then you make your way north.
Yeah, just like give him a pat on the back. Like, be cool, Winston. It's all right.
It's Riston, actually.
Yeah. What I said. Cool.
Yep.
Flat armor. And I just.
I'll let him know where you
What?
went. Or
Wait,
whatever.
what?
Don't do that.
You're going to do what?
I'll just let them know. Like, if they're asking, just like,
Oh, no, don't tell them.
well, they'll make me. I
I
have
could
to.
make you not tell them.
He just kind of turns and he's going to head towards the silvery door that leads back to the direction where the other fanatics are. And he's just spinning on his heel.
Grab him by the horse collar.
Okay. Can you make an agility check up at a 10 to try and grab him?
Eight.
Swing and miss. Tatters and Prugel, you see him silently grab out and miss as Riston's turning, completely unaware. Is there anything you're doing?
I'll draw the sword and swing.
Okay.
Okay. And Tatters, you can go too.
Fucking hate
Yeah,
this place.
just I'm getting like close to Winston here, and I'm ready to like grab him and just like throw him in the hole.
Okay. So it'll be a strength DR10 from Tatters. And Prugel, you can do your attack melee, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to use my Blade of the Ancestors.
What the hell?
Yeah, I got a magic sword, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Magic ass word.
Natural 20.
Hey, it's so magical.
Okay. Do you want to be
Yeah,
the
he's
sword,
gonna
or do you
get
want me to be the
devoured.
sword?
Huh? You
want
can be the sword.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a scabbard or how do you normally carry it about?
It would definitely be like at my waist, like in a sheath.
Yeah, okay.
Like
So
gladiatorial
you pull
attack.
it from the sheath, And normally where you would hear almost a dull whisper as a blade is pulled from like a leather sheath, you hear almost a yell as this blade comes out. And you rolled well on the attack, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had
I
natural
rolled
20,
natural
so
20. Yeah.
did you do the damage as well?
No, I haven't done the damage yet.
Roll the damage.
6. Well,
Nice.
it's 2.
Doubled to 2.
No, doubled. So the damage is d6 plus 1. Let's double to 4.
Ah,
Well, the 1 plus
oh
1,
yes,
2.
it's got the yeah. Okay.
I mean, that is much more significant.
yeah,
Any armor that guy has is reduced to tier,
yep, true.
Yeah.
which is also important.
So yeah, you slash out, and you hear a yawn as this blade flies from the scabbard, and it just says, "Oh shit, that was a really good attack. Too bad I wasn't ready, you idiot."
But that was pretty good, man. Like, come on.
From you,
Form was
surprisingly.
great.
Yeah, I was
Come
I
on,
was caught
don't-
off guard, you know.
Don't be like this.
And Riston is being held onto Tatters. I can't believe. I can't remember if you rolled well or not because
No, I didn't roll yet.
Okay.
Sorry,
roll your
it's
strength
a
as
DR.
you're lunging.
Okay.
Yeah, DR10.
19.
Yeah, you are able to grab onto him and do whatever you like here, as you see this
gonna, like-
blade and Drugel
Like
start
try to
coming
do
on
like
board.
the playground merry-go-round thing, where like you both swing, and then I'm just gonna kind of like try and get him into the snake pit.
Okay, yeah, you rolled for that, so you throw him into the snake pit.
Worship them.
And can you roll a defense 10 for me?
Defense 10, sure.
Yeah.
That just a straight D10. Sorry.
It's a
D20.
Or no, your normal defense. Sorry, that's right.
Let me just make sure I understand that.
Yeah, just
Hold on.
normal, whatever it is.
D20 plus your
Usually
agility.
Oh, plus my agility. Okay. Yeah, getting there. That's gonna be bad. Could end up in the snake pit with a 3.
The blade, you can see it almost jerks in Prugel's hand as it slices away through Riston. And as you're grabbing onto him, the edge of it crawls up your arm. Can you roll the damage? This blade has a 1 in 6 chance of accidentally attacking you or a companion, and I rolled a 1 on the very first attempt.
Wait, for me?
Yeah.
It
Because you-
says only if continuous if continually
So it's
disappointed.
hitting me. It's hitting me.
Yeah.
I know that, but it says it only attacks if continually disappointed.
I'm writing it that you did the 20 and you
Yeah.
did an amazing thing, and then you
Yeah.
rolled the lowest possible damage.
Okay.
The continual is that you guys have known each other a while, and
All
like
right.
maybe 30 minutes of the episode.
Sure. So I'm rolling the attack.
Yeah,
All right.
Or damage, I think.
yeah, just the damage.
So the attack's already happened. I'm just
Yeah,
rolling the
Ray
damage?
failed the defense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, 4 damage.
Okay. Do you have armor?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead. Oh, I'm
Are
at
you-
0 health. I'm at 0
You're at
health.
0.
Roll a d4.
Can you roll the d4?
But I'm supposed to have plot armor. Two.
So you are broken in some capacity.
Yeah.
I feel like this
roll
is
it
actually just kind of payback for Through the Breach.
a little bit. Roll a d6.
What did I
it'd
ever
just
do
be
to you
fun
at
to
Through the
use
Breach?
I thought it'd be fun to use the sword's whole ability. Like
Yeah.
for here, I honestly didn't think it would go the worst
How's that?
scenario
Should
right
have waited
away.
for a level.
How's the
first.
4 do you?
Should have waited to the next room at the least. Well, should have known I was going to roll the 1.
Yeah, I got a 4.
So you can't act for D4 rounds, but then you come back up with D4 HP. So you guys are in a non-combat situation.
That's awesome.
So you just see as the blade works its way up Tatter's arm, it clocks him in the head and he just falls hanging over the side of the serpent's pit for a minute. As you hear the screams of Riston, who is eventually eaten apart by.
Okay, you need to go back in your. You go back home now.
You hear it yawn, and somehow the blade stretches out, and it says, "I figured as much." And then Tatters awakens with D4 HP.
Ah!
Maybe-
Ah!
Um,
Ah. 4. Jesus,
Okay.
what the fuck did you put in that sword?
and as you lift one of your arms, you feel like this gash that is it's almost barely bit through your skin, but the bone itself feels to be chipped, and your right arm is just weakened, and it feels terrible.
Good thing
Oh, he has a
but
broken
that
arm?
sucks.
He's technically got a broken arm. And
Okay.
you gather yourselves, feeling maybe a little awkward, and moving through the silver door to the north.
Like reach in, like
Poor
Tiberius.
Viston.
you okay? I
Already
fell on
did.
top
Hey
of him.
man, that's not my bird.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
guys
my
work your
bird.
way up a set of steps into an overflowing greenery and garden. You all have the verdant eyes of the serpent, venom going through your veins, and to you, this place, you can almost see why you would demand people don't go beyond here. It is almost too alive. Every piece of greenery is moving of its own accord, shining, shimmering. That's like most of them are like glittering in a green so bright you can't even look at it.
I mean-
This place feels like it is trying to prevent anyone from going beyond. But at the same time, it is beautiful in a world where there isn't a lot of green.
What does it smell like in here?
It smells surprisingly fresh, like green, almost floral even.
This
It
place is gonna be
smells like
dangerous.
yeah, it's gotta be dangerous. And yeah, you begin to walk through foliage and grass and trees. You see luminescent flowers growing from the ceiling as you make your way through. And then Tatters, you start to notice ancient symbols are carved into the walls. And then you start to realize, each of you, the ground is covered almost entirely in human skulls.
Oh, that's what that crunch was.
A lot
That-
of bodies.
You think they were put here for, like, I don't know, fertilizer, or are they murderous plants? What do you guys know about this place?
This is like a week or two of sacrifices, right, Bruegel?
Yeah, something about that. I don't think it'd be much more.
How are you guys so busy in the middle of a swamp? Yeah,
Chosen.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Um,
look over at the runes, like
Okay.
the squint at Grin, and then just look away at the runes.
Look away. Yeah, as you start to study them, they move in a way that is similar to the Forgotten Ones, and you start to actually feel language pull itself into your mind. You hear being almost like it's spoken into you by something without form, without life. It's not like reading, it's like being told what something is without anyone telling you. And you hear in your mind, the eternal avatar here guards, protecting both those above and below from famine, plague, war, death, and extinction.
It says there's like an eternal guard here that keeps people from going hungry. If you guys aren't hungry, I think we should be okay to go.
No.
And as you say that, a giant flower unfurls itself in front of you, opening up its petals and its center, and where you would expect to see like the nectar and pollen of a flower. Instead, it presses up against the wall, opening even larger. And beyond it, you see like a green plant-like tube and structure opening itself into the wall itself.
Sorry, so I just want to make sure I understand. Is it that it looks like something we can walk through, or is it like a giant like root system that's
It's like the center of a dandelion hollowed out, but 8 feet across. And yeah, you feel like you could pass through.
I mean,
Looks like it's telling us which way to go.
that's yeah. Hold on. Gonna try something. Hey, Tiberius.
Where did you get the bird?
Just like trying to direct him towards the opening of the hole.
You throw him fluttering with only one real direction to go. He continues down the pretty open pathway. And are you looking for him to scout the area?
I'm hoping to have him like go through that area in the hopes that the flower does not just like
Once he
close
passes
it on
through, you see him like turn a corner in the vines of the tube itself, and nothing happens.
good boy. All right, I think we're safe.
Good enough.
Going in.
Throw
Okay.
my flail over my shoulder.
You follow onward. As you walk down, it's almost like a sticky, sappy bottom. It's like the white growth of like the nutrients of this flower on the bottom. And you walk through it, opening itself up into another overgrown area filled with luminescent ferns and plant life and sharp like blades of grass, like not sharp enough to hurt you, but noticeably like abrasive. And the area is just filled, filling your periphery, filling the ceiling, filling every area with just ferns and wildlife. But there is a small path throughout it.
Tiberius. Timmy. Your bird.
He does not return.
Oh, well, wasn't
Is
mine.
it, is it good or bad?
Well, he either found freedom or death, so, one or the other.
Okay.
This place is really green. Never
As
seen anything
you,
like this.
as you guys press your way through, Grin, you notice having the highest presence, a trident shape resting up against a tree, wrapped in the ferns, against the east wall.
There's a fork over there. And I go over to take a closer look.
It's a slightly greenish trident. And also, Tatters, as you're looking around the room, you see to the sort of southwest side of the room, a lot of the ground starts to slope downwards into a little bit of like a murky pool, where you see the shifting black adders at its surface, moving back and forth. And then you can see rows and rows of snakes continuing in the water there. And you see feathers on the ground at the base of the water.
Oh, no. That unfortunately adds up.
Did you find something? And I come over with the trident.
As soon as you
Yeah.
grab onto it, you feel like sparkles in your hands, like funny bone being hit, and it feels like almost hard to hold on to, but powerful at the same time. But it is okay being wielded by you.
So like this old man that I was traveling with when we came in here, he got eaten by the basilisk. He
What?
left
My
his bird
God.
behind. Yeah, he tried to like do something with magic, and I guess the snake didn't like it and just ate him from the ceiling.
Oh,
Life is
Jesus.
weird like that. Sometimes, 1 minute you're traveling through a catacomb, the next minute you're getting eaten by an ancient snake god. It's, but I'm okay. I've got plot armor, but his bird just didn't make
Do
it.
you keep saying plop armor?
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
because
flopping
I've been
don't
through
flop
so
on
much
me, man.
shit in my life that I just feel like nothing
Okay.
can hurt me. It's plot armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
No, me neither. That sounds made up.
And it's worked so far.
Okay.
I'm not going in that pool, but where do we go next?
Yeah. What are our directions available to us at this point, Aaron?
You can go back the way you came. You can go into the pool. There is a narrow pathway a little bit where you found the trident. As you search around, you don't see anywhere that it could lead, and you feel the best way would be back out through the flower or through the pool.
Do we see any of these silver doorways?
You don't see any silver doorways here.
What is the Black Adder's like general disposition as we're close?
Watching, waving back and forth.
But nothing aggressive?
No, you see they're more like in the water, waiting for things to come near, and you see the feathers on the ground.
It's
something
really
to do.
not safe to go near so many snakes.
I
Do you remember Riston?
guess you would know. Ah, yes, alas, poor Riston. I didn't know him at all. I don't know. What do you think? I just really need to find that altar.
Neither of us have been in this part of, so like we don't know where to go.
And you said that pathway near where the trident was didn't really appear to lead anywhere?
No, just the trident itself.
Okay.
But you do know in the garden room with the skull floor that there were other ways.
Well, back to garden skull room, I guess.
Okay.
And can each of you roll a
Yes.
presence check for me?
Oh, you better believe it.
I suppose. 16.
9.
15.
Okay. Tatters and Grin, you notice as you're kind of heading your way back towards the flowers pathway. That path where the trident was, you don't see any doorway or anything, but you do see sort of a climbing handhold that has kind of molded away and rotted away. And around it, you see 3-toed footprints, about 6 feet across, in the mud.
Like giant frog prints.
They look
Okay.
exactly like frog prints.
That's a big frog.
Yes.
Probably eats really big flies.
Or it's just lots of small ones.
We
True.
should probably head back before we find that thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You make your
More
way back through
hastily
the and in a bit of a rush, you now move your way back out through the flowers path, making your way into the garden room with the skulls. Now you see one path that curves its way around to the north, or a straight shot to your right as soon as you leave out of this flower's mouth. That there is like just the garden continues on in that direction for quite a while. So there's north or east. You can go either direction.
And neither appears to have any of the sort of silvery markings I've seen.
The silvery markings, like the runes, or the doorways.
Like-
Sorry,
like the
no,
doorway,
no
yeah,
silver doorways. No.
Okay. Well, I mean, north is always a good direction, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
works for me.
Okay.
Follow me. I'm the leader. And
That was the area you had searched, and then the area up here will be revealed. So you make your way around into a bit of an opening, a larger room that it's dark here, and there are rows of like concentric tombs. These are stone like sarcophaguses around a circular object, filling this cavern-like room. There's a cloud of moths like filling the room above you, and they are, in fact, as you're looking at them, circling around the tombs themselves. Yeah, each of these tombs are standing upright, and there are 13 of them standing around a central, lidless and empty sarcophagus on the ground.
Do I recognize the type of moth by any chance?
Roll a presence check for me. Presence 12.
That is a nat 20.
Wham!
You know these to be death moths, and they circle things of death and fate. And the fate part rings out to you more importantly. As the cloud disperses, the cloud of moths themselves swirling around these upright standing, almost more like obelisks, as they swirl around the room, you see floating above the central open sarcophagus the figure of a woman, dripping with a black fluid, and you can tell that this would be the Swamp Witch.
If only Vigal was here, he could tell me what to do with the Swamp Witch. Only his bird was here.
We don't need the witch, though, right? We just need the altar. So why don't we try and
Yeah, I
sneak around before she
like pull the scroll out. Like, there's nothing about the witch. All right, like step it back in my pocket.
I don't see her name on it, so
I don't see no name. I don't see no Swamp Witch here.
Yeah. Any way to try and sneak around the whole thing?
Yeah, as you guys start to make your way a little bit around the obelisk-like shapes, your emerald eyes start to pick up on things in this room as you get closer into it. Around the walls are vibrant tentacles swirling around, almost like circus-like, where they're whipping around this room. There are shocks like lightning of different color moving silently. You can see the Swamp Witch is floating at the center of all of this. She's got like cracking and drooping skin. She's covered in like green robes. On her back, you see a giant, like bright great sword hanging between her shoulders, and she's at first just looking to the sky, not immediately noticing you. Are you looking to just skirt around her?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to sneak.
Yes.
Okay. You do get the feeling that these tentacles are reaching out, and they fade into the walls and up around the room toward her, and they are reaching out towards you very lazily. It's going to be a presence 12, presence 12 to try and slowly make your way around it without being seen or caught by the tentacles or the witch herself.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Grin is able to make his way around the room.
Oh, natural 20. Fate is on my side.
Yeah, you're able to sneak past.
Frugal?
Frugal?
Come on, don't alt in this.
natural 20. Also
Really?
clear.
Two
Yeah.
natural 20s? Yeah, there's so many dice. I should clear them.
Yeah, can you do the clear? Because someone keeps forgetting
What's
to
the
clear them.
shortcut? A lot of them are mine too.
Right click, bottom left, DM tools, request dice clear. Or click on a dice, I think.
Oh, on a dice.
I think so.
Good.
Yeah, don't right click like that because that'll go bad.
There you go.
That really kind of went
You
crazy.
need to take your green icon on the right hand side. Yeah.
That's fun. There's a quick little reset my settings button attached to my right click. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you all stealthed crazy. Like no one failed. You can feel as you pass around her that the air is like thicker and harder to move through. But then Tatters, you feel as you think on that motion, I need to make a wish, that the air itself permits you and allows you to move on. And behind her, there is the passageway that splits into two. You now see a path of a swirling path that you lose sight on to your left, or an open room to your right, filled with a little bit more foliage and trees and stuff like that.
I'm going to go to the left to the spiral passage.
Okay. And I assume everyone follows.
Yep.
Still got my oil lamp.
You take your way down a spiraling path that goes ever onto darkness, but you still have your oil lamp despite all of this. You find, as you make your way down and down, the path gets narrower and narrower, where at first you had room to like almost walk side by side. Eventually you're standing in a narrow path, and then the path gets thinner and thinner as you're no longer really able to keep comfortable without pressing yourself against the walls. And then you feel that air get thick again, and you feel it press against you, and that wish in your mind is fading away as you continue. What do you do?
Shit.
Gonna hold on to it. Like, you would try to take this from me when I get closer. And just, like, keep pushing on.
You see, as you keep pressing on, a gap in the side of the wall to the right. And you see a large green doorway, and in front of it, two humanoid frog-like creatures standing before it. And one of them just croaks, and the other croaks, and they look up at you, and they stand proudly before the door.
Can I see if I recognize any runes or anything familiar to the rest of this area that's guided me?
Did you say the room or the runes?
Rune, R-U-N-E.
Like on the paper, or
No, like carved
Like
into the
around you?
door or like etched around or anything like that to indicate this is
I
probably
gotcha.
my better direction.
you don't see any runes here at all.
All right, guys, what do you think? Big frogs, or we keep going?
Do they look threatening since they've seen us?
They're definitely guards for a door.
I don't know. I've already seen like 2 people getting eaten today.
You definitely didn't see the other person.
Just good point.
We
I
did.
mean, I heard it. I heard it. No. And I'm just gonna like not dealing with frogs. Keep going.
You just turn back onto the small ledge and you squeeze your way back up the spiraling pit, and you can feel the air get thinner and thinner, and you can feel that thing that you had forgotten about. All you remembered was frogs, and then you remember, oh yeah, you were here to make a wish, and you feel that wish kind of apparate back into your mind and become more of a clarity as you move closer up towards the surface. And you're back again at the split in the path.
Oh, that was like the bottom of the
As
whole
far
thing.
as you would be allowed to go without passing the frogs.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, let's do it. Let's just like take the other path. Because
Okay.
I'm messing with frogs.
You move in to a more open room that has plant life as you're entering, and as you break beyond it, the ferns and the leaves fall away. And you can see here that the plant life at the doorway does not persist throughout. In here, it is dead roots and runes, and the roots are scrawling around the floor and the ceiling and the walls. You can't even see the stone beyond them. You can see the forgotten symbols, the lost symbols carved up on a stone-like shape in the middle of the room that the roots themselves seem to be holding up like a hand. It's impossibly silent in here. You see like some parts in the roots are deeper than others, and there's little alcoves, and some of them have like some semblance of mist beyond them. But then you see the altar at the center of the room.
Looks like the altar.
I think. Okay, now you can get us out of here, right? Like you said, you bring us to the altar and then we all get out.
Yeah, so, like I've got a wish, so
Yeah,
we'll,
so
Yeah,
time to
give
get
us
us all
your
out of here. Yep.
oh, can anybody here read?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
of
me too. I
course.
just wanted to check. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I could go to the altar and just start trying to read the words.
In your
Or-
mind,
Mhm.
you are able, and Grin, can you roll a presence 10 for me?
Mm-hmm. 12.
Your curiosity rises. You remember when Patter showed you the paper that you were able to read these words. You couldn't recall what they said, but when you looked at them, they meant something. And when you look at these runes, they mean something too. And to the both of you, you feel the meaning come into your mind. And is that a unwilling sacrifice on the altar will make the wish come true.
Mm.
And I can't read this, right? Just make sure
No,
I
you're
read
just
this.
like pretty cool room. And actually,
That's
as you look
cool, man.
around, you notice that the roots and knots in the wood have vaguely humanoid shapes.
Human what
I-
shape, sorry?
Humanoid.
Oh, humanoid shapes.
I,
Okay.
I look at Gren and I kind of make eyes like,
I'm standing beside Prugel, right? Or like near him?
Yeah, you're all just kind of there by the altar.
It needs an unwilling sacrifice.
Oh, damn. Too bad we didn't have that guy from before, eh?
oh, poor Winifred.
I don't think you've ever known that man's name.
So, where are we gonna find an unwilling sacrifice, huh? Hey,
Yes. Where?
Prugel, you
That's a
wanna
good question.
come sit on this rock here? It's very comfortable.
Do you want me to put you on that rock?
I think we should put Tatters on the rock.
We could put that on the rock.
Fight me, bitches! Got nothing. Yeah, I'll pull out the sword. This is my wish. You're not getting it. Like stand right up like
I
on the
wield the trident.
yeah. I get like right up on the altar, like standing up on it, like trying to get the high ground.
Grin, as you lift the trident, you notice your hands have a strange greenish hue to them. And what are you guys doing? They've lifted their weapons. Prugel, are you doing the same?
Fuck, if we're drawing weapons, let's draw weapons. And I pull out the sword.
What's the sword's name? It's
I
gotta have
don't-
a name.
Shithead. That's what I call it.
You just hear like,
Shut up, I know, I just... Hey. Just help me this one time, let's go.
all right then, let's fucking do it. And what are you guys doing exactly? What's going on here? Do we roll initiative?
I'm gonna attack Tatters.
I think we gotta
Okay.
roll initiative.
All right, I think we're rolling
Right.
initiative. D6 is plus agility from the each of you, please.
86
Come on,
plus
baby.
agility?
Oh, wait, no, yours was
Four
the 4.
minus.
Mine was
Woke up
also a
first.
4. Yeah.
I got
Oh
it too.
my god.
I have a +1 to agility.
I don't.
I have
Where's
a
the
plus
negative
minus
2?
2. I have a plus minus 2. That's right.
So we have Grin, Prugel, Tatters. Is that
Yeah.
the right
Yeah.
order?
Yeah. I would have went and found someone else if you didn't say, let's kill Prugel.
yeah.
You
That's
dead
definitely a
fuck.
viable option.
You're so
I figured we both understood the words and be like, share the wish. Mhm.
But Tatters forgets that Grin and Prugel actually know each other.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
And
boys.
there's
I
the
mean-
thought, if there's only one wish, the two of us can read it.
No.
Like,
Yeah. I
sorry,
mean, Tatter's mostly
stranger.
Even though it's anyway.
Okay. We got Grin going first. Trident in slightly greenish hands. What do you do?
Oh, I'm charging him.
Okay.
I don't know any of the stats for this trident.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab him. So it is. It's kind of crazy. It's a two-handed trident. It still has that crazy pandemonic energy. It deals D10 damage plus D4 pandemonium damage.
Wait, what's
Um,
pandemonium damage?
It's just extra damage. Just crazy magical damage. It wouldn't be reduced by armor. And yeah.
Tatters, you're on the wrong side of this fight, homie.
History
So
will
roll
let us
to
know.
attack.
Natty 1, let's see it.
It's DR12.
Yeah.
I will use my omen to
You could have to reroll. Yeah.
One shot him.
that is a 12.
Cool.
Yep, that's a hit.
So I'm going to use my omen to get him to re-roll that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It'll be so much worse when I get critted now.
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Nat one.
Natural one.
I will use one of
Holy
my
shit.
omens to make him.
Oh, you
re-roll it.
son of a bitch!
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. What the fuck? Tatters.
You come in, I sidestep it. You come in again, I like stomp down on it. You pull it back and then just skewer me.
Yeah. All right. You roll damage.
To
Holy
D10,
shit.
right? Plus
D10
D4.
and a D4.
What a series of events.
Fuck.
That's for 4 damage, but doesn't damage get doubled? So it's
Doubled.
8.
8 damage. How's Tatters feeling? You don't have armor, right?
Oh yeah, I'm at -4.
-4.
Oof, I feel like my heart's
This is
like
a fork into a
still pumping.
sausage.
yeah. My heart's like still pumping on the
Oh,
outside of the
man.
fork as I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Just pick him up and put him on the rock.
I was
Yeah,
supposed
like
to-
you're holding Tatters up. Yeah, and you see Tatters like dying on the 3 prongs of this trident as you're lifting him into the air, and the blood is pouring down
Like,
the trident itself
the
onto your
shaking.
hands. Yeah, and he is taking a long time to die. Yeah, you.
I
what
do
you
have a quick question for you.
Mhm.
Is this trident turning me into a frog?
you have slightly greenish hands when you're holding it.
But then not like starting to like web out kind of deal?
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. I was gonna rib it if he said yeah, it was turning.
ribbit, bitch.
But as he's dying, I
Hell, cock sucker.
I grab the Forsaken Scroll or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you take the scroll and the words shift into the shapes that you know, even though you can't recall them. And you feel that you, if you wanted to, could will these words. You can speak the words and make a wish.
Yeah, I'd go do that.
I
One
put my
big
sword
last
away.
Cough
Like-
of blood.
Hey, sorry, man, we don't need you today.
Yeah. And yeah, Tatters, as you're pressed against the altar, you hear you have this crazy sensation of like the metal hitting something first, not your body, but the trident itself is hitting the thing that you were put against. And the feeling of this thing through you is complete before eventually your sight fades away and blood fills the crevices of this altar. And Grin, you feel in your mind the words, make your wish.
Hey, man, can we get the altitude now or what? Let's,
Devour the world.
you fuck.
Is this your actual wish?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Holy shit.
He's not the good priest.
No. He's a heretical priest.
My backstory is literally I go around dusty roads desiccating cathedrals.
Yeah.
Does he say that out loud in English?
Yeah, you feel that wish come out. Yeah, it says devour the world.
I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Okay, make an
I'm gonna
attack.
pull the sword out again.
Yeah.
Never mind, change my mind. I need you.
I think you're making the right choice on this one.
Yep, let's get them together. Oh no, I'm gonna use my other omen. Reroll that. 'Cause that's real bad.
Yeah. And he still gets to defend, so
Yeah. You know. Natural 20.
Natural
A
20.
lot of nat 20s. Wow.
You can still defend, but you need a nat 20. So I don't.
Yeah.
I guess you both hate each other. If you, I don't know. What happens. If you both get a nat 20.
The world's on its way out. Oh, so close.
Holy.
Yeah, so I take double damage.
Yeah.
You take double damage.
Come on, sword.
Roll that damage.
You bitch. 4 damage.
It says,
I
told you to
prevent
tell me
4
when you're going to
damage.
do it. I wasn't ready. And your strike is
You're
perfect.
sword. You should always be ready.
I was slaving. It just clangs off Grin. And you feel the roots of this room start to pull itself in. And you see Tatters itself, his body, as the roots pull up through his skin, popping the skin away, that his bones are replaced with wood. And you see another knotted corpse as the roots pull him off to the side. And you see above you, as your eyes, verdant and green, flicker on a shimmering surface above you, as darkness shatters, splitting apart, and you see the 2 eyes of he who you had seen earlier. He opens his mouth, and the bones of something ancient fall as if they've been rotting for thousands of years, and the mouth of something fall around the altar itself. And you see it open its mouth for you, Grin, and wraps itself around you, and you feel the end of the world.
But before that happens,
Mhm.
can I use my actual ability?
Yeah, sure.
The
what's your ability?
Blasphemous Necruval Bible?
Yeah, I think it's Necrobell, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. But I just want to roll, see if I get even or odd.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Odd. So nothing good happens. I see I'm plagued with demonic hallucinations.
Okay. Yeah, and as you see this basilisk mouth work its way around you, and you feel that collapse in the end of the world, the throat of it opens up like a green tunnel with sticky white substances around it, just like the dandelion you walked before. And you see a room open up before you, filled with grass and leaves and wonderful things, and an open sky going upward forever. And as you look up forever, you see your hands green and bulbous, and you see your legs green and bulbous, and you see yourself refracting in forever, a small green frog-like man in a small room with an infinite sky. And this is what you will endure for eternity as your world ends. And we feel darkness fading into the room as vision comes back to Prugel, who realizes that Grin, for Grin, the wish came true.
But everything else is fine.
As far as you can tell, you see a room with one new wooden corpse in it, and you see silvery mist behind some of these roots, and you're in the place you've always been.
Yeah, those seem so bad. I'll kind of knock on the corpse a little bit.
It's not bad.
As you knock on it,
Yeah.
You feel energy crackle out through the wood. And slowly, this silvery mist turns violet, and then green, and then violet, and then green, and it's reflecting between one and the other, back and forth, back and forth.
Shit.
Do you have any scrolls?
No.
Okay. Then you just feel that your magical essence, like your ability to use it, is shifted forever in the opposite direction. Everything that you would have willed before would will the opposite now.
Okay. Knock on it again.
There's nothing.
Ah, it's one time, man. Well, shit. Still want to find a way out of here. I guess I'll go back towards the room that had the witch in it. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna go back to the witch room.
Okay. You make your way to the witch, and as you walk your way up the path, she's twirling in the air above you, and just meets your gaze.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. There's just a whole bunch of shit that just happened. I was down here with 2 other people. One guy tried to kill me, to make me a sacrifice on the altar. So me and this other guy killed him, and he became the sacrifice. Now he's made out of wood, and the guy made a wish to have everything be devoured. But then it looks like he just got devoured. And then I knocked on the wooden body, and there was some flashing lights, and now everything feels a little different. I'm just wondering, do you know any way out of here?
You see, she starts to like bob in the air a little bit, and she reaches out towards you, and you see from her hand a scroll come out of the palm and unravel itself in front of your face, and the words on it are shifting strange runes that read out into your mind. Just make a wish.
Oh, like right here, or do I have to go back to the other place?
She just extends one finger, and it grows as you look at it, like pressing beyond you infinitely almost into the next room back to the altar.
Oh, it goes back to the altar?
Yeah.
And she's like giving me the scroll. Like, I'll just reach out.
Oh yeah. It's floating through the air,
Oh,
like directly
good.
to you.
Excellent. Oh, thank you very much. We should have talked to you in the first place. We snuck around you. I don't know why. I'm very sorry about this. Thank you.
She just smiles and she just whispers a sound of glee in your mind.
Oh, you're a very sweet lady. Thank you. I'll remember you when. Well, I'll remember you. Thank you.
And in the air, she just floats on, moving about her day.
Sick. All right, yeah. I go back into the other room.
Okay.
And I'll stand in front of the. Do I feel like I need another sacrifice, or like we already got
As you approach it, you
Yeah.
feel like it does need a sacrifice. But you feel
Uh-huh.
that it doesn't need.
Death?
It doesn't need to be unwilling. It can be a willing sacrifice.
I'm not hearing any noises about like craziness outside or anything right now, am I? Like everything, like ground's not
Everything is-
rumbling.
It's almost too quiet in here. Like it's almost suffocated.
Okay. Then is Saturn's body still like attached to the altar? Can I like shove it off?
It is wooden and pulled aside to join like this almost like not perfect ring, but like this kind of ring of other wooden-like bodies around the altar.
Sweet. Okay. Then I'm just gonna get up on the altar. I'm just gonna like sit down on it, like stretch my legs out, get all nice and comfy, cozy. I'm gonna pull out the sword. I'm gonna be like, hey,
Hello.
let's
Good
be
morning.
real here. I don't
Yep.
like you, and you don't like me.
You can say that again, for Christ's sake.
Okay, I thought that's fine. Sure. Listen, I'm just gonna have you kill me. Okay, you're gonna stab me. I'm gonna make a wish. Something cool might happen. I don't know, but I'm gonna give you the thing you've wanted for a long time. Okay?
That that gives me a slight sadness, but at the same time, I get it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Everything's been pretty fucked up for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll like position the sword like out in front of me, like it's ready to like stab it in my chest.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's gonna sit there for a second. He's gonna really think about how to word this, because he's gonna feel like it's the time delay is. It's gonna have to move quick.
Yeah.
One wish. With everything that's gone on, what was it called? The Shimmering Fields? Am I remembering that right?
Mhm.
Okay,
It's the good afterlife.
perfect. Fucking plunge that shit into his chest.
Okay.
With all the bullshit he's seen, the fall of his royal family, this fucking cult, he's over it. And as it plunges in and he starts to feel his life leave his body, he's gonna say, "I wish for my soul to go the shimmering fields."
Okay. You feel cold silver move through the air as the mist turns into liquid, and the liquid pulls itself into your body, into your vein. And you feel it swirling around you. You feel it crawl up through your chest and it hold onto your heart, where you feel each beat pressing against unseen hands. And you feel it pulled into two, and it weighing both halves. And you feel they are not balanced. And you know you are not worthy. And you feel the life pulled from you as your body and entire actual body in the real realm are pulled half to half around either side of the altar, and your limbs grow into roots around you. You were found unworthy.
Wait, okay, Mulligan. Different wish. I wish to not die.
And you're gone. There is a lone sword laying at an altar, wrapping slightly as the coil of your body and roots hold it in place, gleaming. Somewhere in a pocket unseen, you see a frogman trying to remember his own name, leaping in a circular room with an infinite sky forever and ever. And that's where we're going to end it.
I mean, TPK?
TPK,
Yeah.
yes. I think that was beautiful.
That was fantastic.
Just so you know, I'm not fucking with you. I didn't deny any of your wishes. There's a roll that you do when a wish is made.
Yeah.
So one of them was all magic type shift and everything like that. The only tricky one was that your words can be used literally exactly like Tatter's Ray said.
Yeah.
It can monkey paw you. You have to be very specific, and you just said like devour the world. And for you, you were devoured, and that was the end of your world.
Because that's your perception. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And for Prugal, it just deems that you were unworthy. Any other roll here, except for the 6 on the D6, you would have been good. You would have had your wish, unless you wanted to wish for something good, like for a better world.
Right.
A willing sacrifice cannot wish for a better world, and you didn't. You just wished out of it, but it still found you unworthy.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Those rolls created a credible story just from that whole half end. And yes, you were absolutely going to turn into a frog, but it was like an ongoing thing. The more kills you get, the more frog-like you become. I think that's super interesting. But yeah, that was amazing. I'm so sorry, Tatters, the chosen one. You did not get to make your wish.
Hey, you know what? I made it to the final 3.
Yeah, you were not voted off the island early.
I really do want to know though, what was Tatters going to wish for?
Oh, he was going to wish to be the richest among all men, but I was thinking that it was absolutely like the Enzo, like I want to be the smartest guy ever kind of wish. Where like he's poor, but everybody else is just a little bit poorer.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that total equalization.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Nice. No, I was just curious. I didn't know if he'd try to like ascend to godhood or something. Like he was really full up on himself. So
yeah, just like I want to live the good life. I want to be the richest among all men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Just
That's
be
awesome.
like the least poor amongst the poor.
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Prugal was just gonna like, well, dust off the old hands. I'm out of here.
That's what I thought initially too. Yeah.
No, it's just like he's like, well, I can't go back up. Like that's not gonna work.
Stuck with these goddamn freaks,
Snake people.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
like
get
that's
everyone to
bad.
sacrifice me.
And that's what like I was thinking. I'm like, okay, like can he try to wish himself? He can wish himself out, but like he still has the problem where like his backstory is that like his entire house fell. He's very fucking royal, but like he wants to reinstate that. I'm like, well, I can't just wish for it to be reinstated because I'll never get to it, so that doesn't work.
Right.
I can wish to leave, but that doesn't solve the other problem. And then like, thought I had a way out. This other guy tries to fuck me. Like everything is going bad. I've been in the snake cult for a while now. It's like I just want out. I just want to be done.
I'm just
I
tired.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need an escape. And then he got
that sword
then he got
relationship
cockblocked.
to be the one that kills you. That's
Yeah.
so good. I love all the accidental storytelling. Like the whole ending, knowing that you guys are walking as 2 versus 1 by relationship into a room that required a sacrifice was just like, I'm just so ready to see what happens here. This is so cool.
It's very much the like double dragon ending of like, well, you made it this far, now fight each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or if you guys remember the old board game Talisman,
Yes.
Yes,
like
yeah, we
where
played
somebody
it
gets
one
the
time.
crown of
Yeah.
power, right?
Yeah.
And like now you have to fight and kill everybody else.
Mhm.
The
that's
crown of
so
command. Yeah,
good. Yeah.
So good.
that's a good time.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. This game can be a ton of fun. I love the little random adventures you can get into on the fly. It's really good.
Yeah.
We do Tuesdays side quests like this. We're going to be doing something else in the future. There is stuff you can vote on in the chat below that will pick our next run in like 20-ish days now, something like that.
Yep.
I should have looked, but whatever. And then we also do D&D on Thursdays, and this Sunday we have Extra Life, which is a 6-hour D&D campaign. Stalemates from Campaign 1. So come check
be
that
great.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
I,
Bye. See ya.